the
You are
bank.
live now, just so you know. Please finish your statement.
Oh no, it's cool. I'll cut off my socialist rant here.
Well, it was
So,
either
who
that or we
wants
just
to-
hang on a blank black screen for the next like minute and a half. So I had to do it.
Who wants to recap what happened last week? We got
We talked to a dragon. Dragons on ice. It was less dancing than I thought, but we did figure out a real cool way to get to the ice temple. I know this is like kind of the tail end I'm jumping into here, but we got up to the mountaintop. We met a lynx, a really tight lynx, who sneaky lynx, who helped us out, pointed us towards some potions of cold resist,
Yep.
and then we scaled the ice cliff with our friend Lynx in tow, and got into the ice bowl, and was approached by said dragon, and they were
Ice Bowl.
the ice bowl. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da!
5 heroes go in. Hopefully all 5 leave.
Hopefully all 5 also.
Halftime
Yeah.
show,
Better
also
off.
by Rihanna. We also love her here
Yeah,
in
that's why we're
Fantasyland.
That's what we're here for, right? And they wanted goodies for any information we had, so we weren't able to get much out of them. But what we gave them, they were like, "All right, I'm not gonna go out of my way to fuck you up. You can go do your thing, but if you touch anything out of my hoard, I'm gonna eat you." And between Rain and Anwar, they
And
like
Audra.
and Audra. Okay, they carved out this water staircase that we descended into the depths while I was chatting up the dragon.
Mhm.
That very like semi awkward water cooler. Like, well, we got 20 minutes to kill, huh?
Did you say that Kamira was like making warm clothes while also doing that?
Yep.
I
Yeah,
took
there was.
one of the tiger pelts and I was like cleaning it up so then Rain had something warm to hop into.
Nice.
Yep. So, so where we picked off then is you made your way down deep below the ice canopy of the frozen lake, and you came down to see a entrance to a temple that is within the door itself is built into the mountain itself, but there's a nice big platform that you all kind of land on, and so right now there's just like a big air pocket essentially surrounding all of you thanks to Rain's air bending, and then before you see a door, and as you approach the door you see that there is an engraving on there. My understanding is you guys, those of you who speak Elvish, can understand some degree of ancient Elvish. I think that's what we've established in the past. Is that correct?
Yeah, because
Yep.
we tried to read something before, right? Was it like
Mhm.
a book or
We've
an
done
Orontes thing?
it was an Orontes thing. We were able to suss out like some words, but definitely not
Right.
everything.
Before we pulled them up
Yeah.
out of the ground, I think. It was a while ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm not going to have you roll for it. I'm just going to have you say that after looking at this, you're able to decipher some of it, and this is what you're able to see written on the door.
Sid, would you like to
Init
do the
yourself
honors?
and
Oh,
name,
Andrew is... Never mind. Andrew, please continue
and
doing the
name
honors.
your god. Speak the truth, and you will be Elviaril. Amin, you lie. Your fate is Garum. You will not enter. Your death is slim.
Oh, thank you for saying that I'm slim.
Why, thank you. I've been doing Pilates.
The temple gave us a compliment. We can leave now. That's the
Strengthen
greatest
yourself and name your god. Speak
I'd
the
like a
truth and you
boost.
will
Yes.
probably enter. If you lie, your fate is probably grim. You will not enter. Your chance at probably being alive is slim is my best guess.
Survival?
Did I do some history checks on books that Anwar might have read to know those words?
I would say that this is after you've done all your checks and everything. Like this is what you got.
Okay.
Now we're
Yeah,
puzzle
just
solving.
like
I'm just assuming you guys rolled well and were able to decipher a good chunk of it. This is what you got.
Right.
You've got high hopes.
Humble
for us, yeah.
yourself and name your god. Maybe like we just like kneel down and mention what god we worship.
Yo,
and if we
Hunter,
speak the
that
truth.
Daedalus is looking mighty slim.
I'd like to deceive the stone.
Anything. Well,
Can we scan for magic, see if there's like a zone of
A
truth?
great wolf.
Oh, I should also say on the door there is an engraving of like a snow angel.
Aw.
Alright. Well, it sounded like Chimera yelled hers out. Audra would probably do the same. I think she would like. Audra might like
So-
place. Oh, sorry.
I was about to say. she'd probably,
Sorry,
like,
sorry. What did
kneel or
Chimera say?
something.
I missed it.
Oh, I mentioned the great wolf.
Okay.
Just like shouting it, just seeing if it worked out.
wait,
Probably
hold on
not.
before we just start shouting answers. Let's just talk
I'm
about
gonna shout answers.
it, you know,
You make me wanna shout.
we don't know what this temple does yet. It might be like wrong god, idiot.
Is, does
Speak
anyone?
your truth, and you will. Question mark. Question mark. You lie. Your fate is question mark. It's funny that we were unable to determine these trigger words.
Now I will say, Elvriel sounds very like elegant and happy. Garan seems very like.
Oh, I
swift
absolutely
and-
think it's if you lie, your
Already
fate is
gonna
grim.
die.
That is exactly what I
Mhm.
think it is.
Could we scan for magic or I?
Yeah, if you
specifically
want to
check
detect
for-
magic, you can do that if you'd like.
Yeah, let's do that because I get the. I'm curious if there's a zone of truth or like some place.
Okay.
It might be
Um,
something more complicated than that.
So,
When you detect magic, the snow angel pings on the door with divination magic.
Hmm.
And I guess also the door itself is abjuration magic.
Hmm.
It seems so. The door itself seems to be magically magically sealed. That would be the abjuration.
magic door with magic shit on it. Double dip magic. Double your magic, double your fun. With double mint, never mind. All right.
Miss Chimera, you're part elf, right? Half elf?
I am
Does that
my father.
a Valerially mean anything to you?
I would say that
No.
anything that isn't translated means nothing to you guys. Like it's total
Some of
guesswork from whatever
this-
isn't already there.
Unfortunately, is kind of stemming from like ancient Elvish. Some of the words are similar enough that you can kind of determine what's going on, but some of these ones here,
I would say it's the word is not enter because you already have that deciphered down below. I will say that Andrew's on the right track with this word
think
up here
that's-
looks very happy, and then Garen is like, ugh, it's so Andrew's definitely on the right track there.
I like to humble or maybe like prostrate yourself or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
one of those. Yeah.
Well, I guess as long as we're honest, Hunter is going to kind of take a knee, hand to chest, and a reverent nod. And name yourself and no, because that would be name. Okay,
It's
yeah,
probably
you're
like
right.
prostrate yourself. Like.
Maybe Hunter, maybe Audra is the most
Audra.
Yeah. Does Hunter
not
have a
possible.
god? Like a patron is not the same thing, right?
No, I was going
It's
beyond
kind of
it.
the same.
I worship no god.
What was that meme you sent me?
Let's maybe they'll leave it, no god.
Yeah. No, the thing,
Oh,
remember
actually,
Andrew,
I
the one
will
you
give-
sent me. Help me, God, help me, Magic Dad. The difference
I
between
will-
a cleric and a warlock.
I will give you this. The word for God, you place God in there at first, but upon further inspection, you think that the word might more directly translate to higher power. So it might not
Okay.
necessarily mean God. It could
Okay.
mean
Like a-
the great ancient one. It could
Gotcha.
mean a devil. It could mean all sorts of things.
Yeah. There was there was a thing that Andrew sent me. It was like, yeah, clerics pray to their god, but warlocks just pray to their like magic dads. Like, but yeah, no,
Yeah.
Audra will do it. Well,
Magic sugar daddy.
she's like probably already got a hand on the door, but she'll just okay. I suppose I can kneel or bow as well, and she'll go to one knee, while keeping a hand on the door, and just the becoming.
Nothing bad happens.
Hmm.
Woo!
Does anything happen?
I would say that if the detect magic is still up, you detect that the abjuration magic is not so much getting weaker, but as is letting its guard down.
Okay.
Maybe we all need to do it.
Hmm.
Well, I've told it mine. You all have yours, or at least something comparable.
Does rain have one?
I mean, not Rain. Rain might be an atheist.
That is a good question. Rain may not
Brain
have
is like,
one.
I am my own god.
Somebody text Artem quick. What
If
is
there is
Rain's
a
higher
god-
power?
with
I
no
see
context.
no other gods here
yeah.
except myself.
With no context, just text Artem. Does Rain believe in God? Just like, what's happening?
Tell me all your thoughts on God.
I mean, I guess she could
Forever
answer
fucking
that.
Simple.
She could answer that she's still seeking one or something. I don't know.
Mm.
Anwar will approach, and he doesn't have a holy symbol or anything like that, but he will lay his hand on the door and say, in primordial, but it's a proper noun, so he'll say, Suha.
Okay. You can feel the magic letting its guard down even further.
You want to take a go, or am I next?
I drop to my knees. The Great Wolf.
Guard drops even further.
All right. In not tiefling tongue, in infernal tongue. Ite lachronan.
It pauses for a minute, and then lowers the guard.
Nice. I mean, I can't blame it. That tracks.
And since Artem isn't here, we'll say that Rain comes up with something that we'll figure out later. And eventually the door...
I messaged Artem in the group chat.
We'll
He says she doesn't have one, question mark?
He just dropped another question mark.
Well, none would technically
Ooh.
be a true answer then, right?
I don't know.
I service the weave.
All right, how about this? What is...
Or does she have a higher power?
Yeah. What does Rain consider the highest power?
Fist.
Or anything
know we
like
were
that
taking
she
personality tests in here.
follows?
You guys know that Adam Sandler just got a Mark Twain Lifetime Achievement Award already?
Oh, no shit.
Really?
You're saying that because
Huh.
you just put an Adam Sandler gif in the group chat?
Earlier today, we were like, who could forget his famous lines like, "You blew it!"
Yeah, was it for little Nicky?
It was just... At first, it was very serendipitous that you were saying that. And I was like, oh, that's funny, because I'm looking at Adam Sandler right now, and Ryan's the one who sent it. Okay.
Okay. So let's move past this for now, just because I want to move this along. So with all of your answers, the door opens and reveals yourself to... This is going to be a really crudely drawn
Oh, please.
first level of your temple, by the way.
I love crude. I'm all about it.
Did Lady E draw it?
I did, unfortunately. It opens up into a grand foyer area that is chilled down to the bone, extremely cold, and you see carvings along all the walls. On one side, you see the Frost Maiden exhibiting her might, like pouring down snow onto the ground while people are praying, or while people are trying to potentially fight her, like spears held up to her, and she's just vanquishing them with like snow and ice raining down upon them. And then on the other side, you see the Frost Maiden holding up what you just appears to be like a beam of energy, sort of what kind of transcribes as like warmth. It's not fire, but it's kind of a warmth, and you see people kneeling down and praying before her. So you see kind of as you go along the walls, there's like a whole spectrum of the way people treat her and the way she treats them. I would say that you also see her in a number of forms. In some, she's depicted as a great owlin, like a white owl. In others, she is depicted as like a ranger young elf with kind of frosty skin. And then in another, she's like an old woman dressed in white robes. And then there's another that is of her where she's just like a big crystallized block of ice, essentially, but you can tell it represents her. So she seems to have all these different depictions as well. And then right in the grand center of the room,
Wait, Richard.
there is a...
Are there any depictions of her as a bobcat?
No.
Or a dragon.
There are no depictions of her as a bobcat or a dragon. And in the center, there is a grand statue of her in her kind of ranger young elven form with a spear in hand. And this thing is fairly large. It's a complete ice sculpture that seems like it has kept its form all this time. It is eerily quiet when you enter, and there is no source of light at all, other than whatever you make for yourself. So at this point, especially with how far underneath the ice you are, Audra, do you have any way of seeing right now?
Actually, yes, I do, because now that I have a new cantrip, I have light.
All right.
Nice.
So bright in here. Turn it down.
Yeah.
Is it dancing lights? Is that?
No, it's lights where you basically you make something shine for 10 feet.
Oh, okay.
What do you make?
Or,
Cool.
sorry, it shines for 20 feet, but it can be no longer than 10 feet. So I'm going to, my sword, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
You know, just bing, and then use that as my personal torch.
Okay,
Now-
yeah. You kind of shine that around, and so you're not able to see everything until you get up closer to it as you're expecting everything. And then finally you see a door at the far end that seems to be another completely sealed shut door, but this door does have like a little kind of cube about yay big of complete solid ice where you can see through, kind of like you peek into like a peephole, you can see through into another room, which also appears to be just kind of like a hallway of sorts, like a trapezoidal hallway that has other doors as well. Let's see if I can reveal that area once you look in there. And I would still say it is extremely cold in here. If you just kind of lollygag, you will have to make constitution saves for the cold, if like every hour or so. So it is still very cold. You can see your breath coming out. You're still shaking a bit. The warm weather clothes are or the cold weather clothes are very necessary at the moment.
There's no wind or anything.
There
like
is
that.
no wind. It is a still coldness, but there's no wind.
Are there any pits or torch like areas, any braziers or anything like that?
You see absolutely none. It seems like they never even entertained the idea of a torch in there.
Anwar is going to use Produce Flame to have some warmth in this place.
Yeah, I'm trying to think if there's anything I can like
Hunter,
lay
you think
down.
you could help us out here with some bonfire?
I would say that it is so cold in there that you can create the flame. It does not provide you nearly as much relief as you would hope. It makes it a little better, but it's not like it makes you like, ooh, I'm by the fire now. Like, it's still extremely cold even with that fire.
Hey,
Any
we take
close
that.
and you'll take
Take
damage.
those.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I'll still pop up a bonfire for a minute at a time, and do what we can.
Dang it, why did that not work?
I feel like I need some recap. Like there was a lot of information there. I feel like
Yeah, so there's carvings
and then
all
there's
over the
rooms up
walls. There's
there.
a single door that is on the opposite side around this statue. Oh,
There's like a peephole in
how
it.
could I forget? On this statue is like on top of a pedestal, and on that pedestal there is a there's like a tablet that holds an inscription, and it looks kind of tacked on, like it wasn't purposely meant to be there at the time that the statue was made. It's like somebody like wanted a message for whoever came in, and I will give that to you.
can't tell what. Can we tell what origin? Like, is it more?
It's more of the same
Script?
language.
Oh, okay.
Let's see. So you might have to toggle between dark mode or not, because this seems, for some reason, when I give you these notes, it's hard to read in one of them. Like the blackness doesn't transfer to
Oh.
white or whatever.
Anyway.
Anyway,
Is it a handout?
yeah, it's a handout that I am hopefully able to show you now.
Please don't make me turn off night mode. I can't look at this bright screen.
Yeah, you could also highlight it is another way
I know, I
to.
got so used to it.
Yep.
Are you showing it now?
It should be shown to the players. I clicked on show to players. Alright, let me just put it in everybody's journals manually.
Yeah, because I don't even. It doesn't even say there's like a window to click on.
That's
said
so
this
Yeah,
was
we
weird.
might be in the dark area.
All right.
Here we
there we
go.
go. Oh, I
Cool.
see what you mean about dark mode. Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah.
Anyways, if you highlight it all, I think that
Yeah.
you can still read it.
Yeah, that works.
Also, if everybody is mostly in dark mode, I can just change the color of the text. I just wasn't sure
yeah.
what mode.
If you
people were
open
in.
it as
lime
a-
green or an orange.
If you open it as like a separate tab, it changes up. It's changing now.
Okay, I just changed it to white.
Well, now don't open it in a separate tab, y'all.
So I know it's a fair amount to digest, which is why I put it number 1 through 12 if you guys wanted to like break it up and try to decipher it together.
Who's reading one?
What was it called? I had to close it because it changed colors.
Amara's note.
All right.
Much better.
Sid first 3, Ryan second 3, Andrew third 3, and me the last.
Yo,
3.
what? What's happening?
I mean,
Just if you guys wanted to break it up, I numbered it just so that way.
Oh.
I know
Why
it's a
don't we
fair
do, like-
amount of. I know it's a fair amount of broken English, so.
Why
But
don't
if
we
people
go
want to
one
read the
through
whole thing,
four,
we
one,
can
two,
do that
three,
too.
four.
I'm getting it figured out, but you guys were like, oh, it doesn't work in dark mode. It worked fine in mine. And then you changed the color, and now I have
Oh.
to go back and try to highlight it.
Oh no!
I'm so sorry.
No,
Here,
it's
I'll
totally
read.
fine. It just
I
was
don't know.
funny.
Sid, you want to take notes?
Oh, yeah, that'll probably be better.
Aberrant. Dude, you gotta knock.
In an
this off.
age Igor, the ice shard Eidhil built a Rama, Amon, to please the Frost Luthien. Frost Luthien might be Ice Maiden or something like that.
Yeah,
An Ilquin goddess.
Liquin,
The
which is probably ice. Or is that
Possibly.
Ilquin? I can't tell.
Ilquin.
Sorry. Don't. I should not read this given my.
The
history with
Edil, which might be elf, hoped to gain her Anwa, which I think is from Avatar 2, The Way of Water.
it. No, that's your character in Boston.
Alright, we're never gonna get
Hey,
through this if
Anwa.
we comment on every
Yeah,
word.
Anwa.
Park the car in Anwa's yard.
The Edel hoped to gain her Anwa and protection, for they lived in a world under constant Mauer.
Threat.
The Edel poured their luth and passion into every detail, creating an Amon that would stand the test of time.
We've seen Amon it's twice in there.
Twice there.
I'm actually sifting through it in Google Docs right now, just like highlighting those words. They show up several times throughout. So
Also, the fact that it's Frost, well, it's Luthian with an umlaut, and then just Luth later, so...
Like...
So never mind, maybe it's not supposed to be the same.
Hegor shows up once.
I'm going to keep reading, but we'll circle back
Yeah.
on it. Just like circle that note as that word.
Like Edil
The
shows up
ice-
like 9 times throughout.
Yeah.
Just to...
The ice shard Edel held great Tirith in honor of the Frost Luthian, uppercase, their voices echoing through the Amon halls, reaching for the heavens. Amon halls, which
Okay,
makes me think
castle.
that it's a temple.
Yeah, castle
Or a temple.
yeah.
Amon could
Yep.
be holy.
Yep. No, it's a
Relic.
temple. It's got to be.
They
Amon
believed that their
temple, okay.
devotion would ensure the Vailina favor, bringing peace and prosperity to their people. They believed that their devotion would ensure the Vailana's favor. Vailana. Let's circle that one too. Bringing peace. It could be dragon, if it's ancient.
Maybe.
Number 3. But the nice of the ice
Nice.
shard.
Nice.
But the nice
Of my wife.
My ass tempo.
of the ice shard Edhill would not last. Maybe the
Peace.
era
Era.
or
Age.
reign.
I will tell you that it will be a lot faster if you just read through the whole thing without trying to guess each word and then go back to it.
All right,
Because
coward.
you get a general picture of the whole thing. Just telling you.
Ad libs. It's wonderful.
An unexpected darkness befell the Ard, and the once proud Edil found themselves fighting for survival. The Amon stood empty and silent, haunting reminder of what had once been. As the Ice Shard Edil faced their darkest hour, they could only hope that the Frost Luthian would see their dedication and offer her protection. And as the dark closed in around them, the Amon stood as a symbol of their undying Eastal. I am Amara, the last surviving Malin of a once magnificent Amon, devoted to the Frost Luthian. I arden these Parmalambli as a testament to the Huesta of the Nas Ashard Ushian, to preserve the reins of our devotion to our Valana.
Oh God.
This is way
As
funnier
the
now that we're
undead-
going faster.
As the undead sprayed across the Ard, I'll reach my Edhill fall, one by one. Their ring horror left to join the ranks of cursed horde. I retreated to the Amon, seeking sanctuary within Ringaramba, and I locked the heavy Amon behind me.
While I listened to Chumbawamba.
The silence within the Amon was deafening, and the echoes of the past Tirith and the warmth of the Frost Luthian's favor, now nothing more than a distant Kovili.
Now this
That's
is a
my brain.
decent Hunter impression, but I'm a little offended.
I'm going like French. I was trying to do Eastern European. Now I'm Southern
I
again.
was gonna say you're in Georgia at this point.
Jumps around.
I tended to the Amon as best I could, my Estelle waning with each passing hour. In my solitude, I found myself drawn to the ancient Paramobile hidden deep within the Amon's archives. These
Okay.
Paramobile spoke of a prophecy, one that foretold of the eventual rise of an Arquin in the form of mortal Bess. This Bess would fulfill her Umbar, entering the Amar and reclaim her Gur, and perhaps to save the Edil. And I don't need to tell you how good that is. The prophecy gave me Estel, and I clung to it as the
Okay.
undead continued to ravage the Erd outside. I to the Frost Luthian,
Okay.
my quitter growing, increasingly desperate, pleading for her to send a mortal Bess who would bring salvation. As the Coronar turned 2 decades, I felt my Kuel slipping away.
Mhm.
I knew Ainara, not live to see prophecy of Ayana, but I could not let that Ista be lost. I near Apollon Den is fauna as I stood the altar. Luthia presence felt strongly in the Amon. Ariana Clayana appeared before my hyena, revealing the best of the prophecy.
When
The
you start
one who would
rhyming.
who would fulfill her ubar and end the plague that had befallen our ard. She was tall and beleg, her horror emanating a hidden grr. Her findy braided with intricate patterns cascaded down her shoulders. I could see the Kian in her eyes, determined glint that told me she was ready to face whatever challenges awaited her. Her magical arata was astonishing. She moved effortlessly through Ramba as if there were nothing more than a thin veil, her form shimmering, then reappearing on the other side. I watched, awestruck, as she wielded magic briosti, engraved with the markings of ice magic. I erred to the Frost Luthien, beseeching her to protect this Bess and grant her the gur she would need to complete her umbar. But as the vision faded, a feeling of Estel filled my fee, for I knew this was a mortal Bess that would one day enter Amon with her arrival. The hope of the ice shard Esher would be restored. She would complete the trials beneath the Amon and prove her Ukare, who would receive the Luth and save the Ard from the great Maori.
Good job, Ryan. All right, Amon
That clears it up.
is definitely temple. Ard is world. And there was
Hold on.
Yeah, Amon.
You
is,
said Amon.
Amon is definitely the temple.
AMAN.
Yeah, or AMON, whatever it is, but it's the temple.
AMON.
Ard ARD is world. Was it Estel ESTEL something like that? That means hope.
Yeah, I think think is pray or like beseech or something like that. Ask.
Yeah.
Where's it at? Spell it.
You are.
You are.
With a, I don't know what kind of.
umlaut. I think it looks like an umlaut.
Oh well, I'm never gonna find it.
Just you are.
Oh, there it is. Pray.
And what was I gonna say? Just generally, are you guys getting the vibe that this is maybe talking about the Dahlia or something that happened way before?
Well,
I mean, I don't think the Dahlia is.
Like, does the Dahlia think
super
she's the answer to
connected.
this, maybe, or is she just a thief? You know,
she might be trying to bring back the Frost Luthien.
Yeah.
So let's take a big sweeping Age Igor a long time ago. The Ice Shard Eden. I think Edhill is elves, or their term for elves.
Elves,
So,
yeah.
Do we think Rama Aman means ice temple? Oh no, we knew how
Well,
to
that's the
translate-
thing. We have
translated
ice
Yeah,
throughout.
you're right.
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe it's a holy
And we also
temple?
have frost. So like
You're right.
the cold stuff has already
You're right.
technically
You're
been
right.
identified.
Yeah.
The Edel hoped to gain her protection or power, for they lived in a world under constant. I'm guessing Maur could be evil.
Yeah, evil or like it's not a good or threat maybe.
And that was Maur that you guys said that?
Maure. Manure without
It's like-
the N.
At the very end.
It is.
Very evil.
The Edel poured their luth and passion into every detail, creating a temple that would stand the test of time. Were held great in honor. Their voices echoing. They believe that the devotion was sure.
Valena is our next. But that's only in here once, right?
Valena might be savior.
Or dragon.
It might be.
Could be dragon, like you said before. It's only in here once is the tricky part.
Well, they believe their devotion would assure the Valena's favor, which I think they're talking about her bringing peace and prosperity to people. So I'm getting.
Could it literally
champion.
mean the mountain, or do we have mountain already?
But the Nas of the ice
Valena.
elves would not last.
Nice. That was in here somewhere else. Sid, can
Fighting
you
for
one?
survival.
I'm going as fast as I can.
No,
What
no,
word
I
are
was
we
gonna
on?
ask. I was gonna ask. Can you control F for NAICE, NAICE, and give us all the times that shows up? Just,
I think it's like
Once.
peace or
it's only
rain.
once. I thought it was more
Yes.
than once.
No.
Okay.
No. I probably said it twice because I was being
Peace?
stupid.
Okay. Never mind.
We have
Qu-
a whole
Quen-
lot of Tirith, Edhill, Melon.
Yeah.
You probably won't be able to translate most of the words. It's more about trying to understand the
Yeah,
bigger picture.
yeah.
Well, Quen in her eyes is probably a light or a glow in her eyes, right?
Quen?
Quen. Quen, but I think that's only in here once.
I could see the Quen in her eyes. A determined glint that showed me ready to
The,
face
the
whatever.
one that's really that I'm
Yeah.
very much curious about is the Parmalambi.
I was just looking at that
Yeah,
in number
yeah.
6.
The chicken Parmalambi.
Yeah.
It was in here a couple of times.
Yeah, I'm wondering if Parmalambe is like some sort of tome or relic.
Well,
So it's in here 3
Yeah,
times.
can you give us-
The first is in 4. The second one is in 6, or then 2 are in 6.
okay.
Both of them seem to.
Parmalambi's okay.
Archoni's Parmalambi
I
is
think it's
Testament of Vesta.
prophecy.
Yeah.
It's gotta be
Prophecy is also in there.
Oh, it's
Yeah,
also
well,
in there.
prophecy.
Okay. Well, if it's hidden deep within
Well,
an
if they
archive, is it a
speak-
book?
Oh, because
If they
they
speak of
spoke of a
prophecy.
prophecy.
Yeah.
So they're like
Some sort of record.
actual.
I think, or
Person?
artifact.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I blank these artifacts
of
as a testament.
to the Huesta of the Ice Shard.
Okay.
In my
But whatever
solitude,
they
I
are,
found
they're
myself
records.
drawn. And in number
They
6,
tell
in my
stories.
I found myself drawn to the ancient artifacts hidden deep within Amon's archives.
Sure.
Or could be
These artifacts
Her of
of
her
prophecy.
artifact.
Okay, I like that. Yeah.
or it could be like text, or it could be
Yeah.
like
It's some item.
Oh,
knowledge.
Tangible thing.
mortal Bess. Do you think Bess is just being? Like a non-deity, just like a regular
Rise
old person.
in a mortal
Shall
body.
rise of
Mortal
Arthur.
body, yeah, like something like that. You know?
Yeah.
See, that's what I think. I think
Fulfill her umbar. Umbar could be fate
Burden
or
burden
destiny.
or destiny, yeah.
destiny. I think that Dahlia might be, or might think she is
The answer.
Ice Elf Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As one does. I mean, who doesn't?
when you're totally self-centered and full of yourself.
I self Jesus. That's.
Who's talking about me?
There's a joke in there
Fun
somewhere.
as I stood.
Prophecy gave me Estelle, faith, or hope. I clung to it. Growing, send me.
Paladin as a Fana.
We
Turns
sound.
like-
You know what we sound like reading that? Sims. That's
Oh
what we
yeah,
sound
total
like.
Simish. Each god built a temple to please the Frost Maiden.
Is the undead spread across the ard?
Paul and Bill.
Ed. Okay, I watched my Ed Heel fall. So do we think it's still elf? Because why would Amara say I watched my elf fall or elves fall?
Or
Maybe
people.
it's like
People.
yeah, like as a people.
The Ice Shard people. Clan.
Yeah.
The Ice Shard clan. Maybe. I watched my clan fall.
Yeah.
Same. I mean, same general concept, but
Yeah.
okay.
Real quick. Number 9. Do we think it's a vision or something? She said, in 8, I felt my life slipping away. I knew Ionira not live to see the prophecy.
I would not live to see the prophecy, I'm sure.
I mean, it sounds like something's appearing in front of her chicken. So I mean,
It's I knew I would not live to see the prophecy come true or be
Even
fulfilled, but I
best of
couldn't
the
let
prophecy.
something be lost.
Hope be
fulfill
lost.
her umbar.
Well,
in
we
the
know the
end.
hope is Estelle.
Ah.
And then something about a Palandinen. Ina Fana.
As I stood before the altar.
Fana might be fountain.
That's what I think she saw, because she knew she was going to die. I think she saw
Yeah.
a vision
of
of
somebody
that
coming
someone.
in, doing these trials. Because that's what it goes on to talk about, right? Like,
Because then we have number 10.
doing-
She was tall, and I'm guessing strong,
yeah.
Mhm.
emanating a hidden power.
Her
You can see the
Her
glow in her
Findy.
eyes.
Could be hair,
Hair.
or it could be like armor or something.
yeah,
like
it's got to
that.
be hair
Yeah, I
because
think it's
it
hair.
braided with intricate patterns, cascaded down her shoulders.
Shoulders.
Absolutely hair.
I like how we,
Uh,
as modern Elvish understanders, were able to perfectly translate cascaders or cascading. We're really good with
Yep.
verbs, and you know.
What kind of hair does Chimera have?
It's got braids.
Does it cascade?
I mean, it's
Yeah, it does. I
it's
mean,
like-
yeah, it does.
it's like longer, yeah, but I wouldn't say it cascades, but like it's got
Is-
braids in it.
Is Chimera tall?
Yeah, kind of.
Is she powerful?
I mean,
Yeah, we've seen
kinda.
her.
I'm a
Is
half
she
orc.
emanating hidden power?
Yeah.
She does. Hold on. She does. Hold on. Literally, speaking of Chimera,
Wait, why are you
her
calling
form-
me out?
Because read number 11. Her form shimmering and then reappearing on the other side.
Mhm,
Sounds a lot like your
mhm.
echo.
That's something I could definitely do through that ice window, by the way.
She
I didn't want to
wielded
jump that gun if I didn't have to.
she wielded a magic brios, which is, I'm guessing, either the spear or some kind of weapon.
Yeah.
It's my gun.
Um,
She wielded a magic gun. Why did the ancient elves have a word for that?
God damn it. I need to
Alright.
call my dad.
Okay. So I think the gist of this.
That's too
Okay,
faded
so
of
the gist
feeling.
of this is Amaro used to be the guardian of this temple. She saw a vision of whoever this champion is coming in and beating the trials and
Beneath the
acquiring
temple.
and acquiring the whatever this item is and bringing hope to the world. And so maybe Dahlia thinks that's her. We think it might be Chimera. I think that's
It
I
could
can't
be-
even find hope for myself, guys. You want me to bring hope for the world?
yeah,
but
you
isn't that
fill
the most perfect
yourself
D&D
with
thing though?
Yeah.
you fill yourself with determination every time you action surge or second win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, Chimera's real name is Bess. What a twist.
Who told you?
Chimera's a code
I
name.
mean,
My real
yeah.
name is Bess.
So
Can
either
you reach out to your echoes to see if there's anything in here that we are missing that they're not?
The only way you could really do that is to roll perception or investigation and then luck it.
As my echo, yeah.
Because I mean, do you communicate
Look,
with them in
guys.
that way?
Not really. The
I
only
don't
way that really
know.
works is when you use a luck point. on
Yeah,
something.
like the only time I've been able to like feasibly communicate with one is when I'm like causing like quantum entanglement and shit like that, you know. Just
Hell yeah.
casual Monday shit.
Just knit with the threads of reality.
Yeah,
Well,
I
as
don't
we-
wanna
as we
waste
piece
a
all that
luck point
together-
just fucking around in here though.
As we're piecing all that together, Audra will just, well, either it is our Chimera, or Dahlia thinks it's her. Either way, I think we need to see what these trials are about, right? Because if they're
Yeah,
already
totally.
completed by Dahlia and she's gone, then she's the one we need to find.
as a resident book nerd, I can tell you I've read more than a few prophecies, and I can say there's a common theme where they are often quite vague, so that if anyone needs to pick up the mantle of a prophecy, they can do that.
See, this is why
I'm not
I
saying
never...
you're not chosen by
Less
destiny
vague,
or anything, Miss Chimera, but I'm just saying.
See, Anwar, this
Oh,
is why I
don't.
never
I
joined
don't
your
need to
book
be
club.
chosen by destiny.
Too late. You are. Feel that hand
Um,
of fate tugging on your shoulder?
Anwar, this is why I never joined your book club back home.
So I guess I'll walk to the little ice window, and I guess I could just pitch my echo into that other room,
Into the
Okay.
the ice window.
and maybe
Leah.
yeah, I can see through her eyes that way. Get an LA for that room.
Yeah, so looking, so you can send
Oh,
your
shit,
echo through there. And I would say that when your echo on the other side gets a good look, are you scouting through your echo right now, or are you just using the echo to then teleport into there?
I think for now it's scouting with it.
Okay. The echo scouts into the room. You can see what looks like ancient, faint remains of some kind of magical circle that is engraved on the bottom, and also looking over towards the door that's currently blocking you all from getting in, there seems to be a lever that you could use to open the door.
Secret lever. Secret lever.
And also, you would see that there
Um,
are 3 doors, one on each wall, in this kind of trapezoidal-like room. You also there's just general more carvings of people looking like they're kneeled down. I would say on this side, can you see this? On this wall, you would see all sorts of carvings of people praying. And in here you see much more like communal carvings of people kind of banded together, all wearing like heavy winter clothing, and you see people kind of coalesce like communal together, some sleeping, some eating. And then back here looks like a whole bunch of scholars working together on, you see like all sorts of magical runes and etches up in the air as they're like one person's looking up above and like seeming like they're creating something, another person's taking notes, another person's like at a desk. So you see all of those things.
So before I like get over there and pull the lever, I'm just gonna have Echo like wander a little bit, see if she triggers anything, if she can trigger anything.
She wanders around. It is eerily silent, and go ahead and make a perception check for me.
I'm so famously good at those.
Whoa!
Nat
Yeah,
20!
We're like wandering out in the waste, so
We're
everyone's
in
like,
your
"You guys see
temple."
that thing in the distance?" And I'm like, "No, it's snowy." And in here, I'm like, "I see everything."
You know what? It's natural 20, right, guys? It's because it's her temple. It's because
I would say that there is another one of those little peephole things in each of the doors.
Okay.
Let's see if there's anything else I would give. Because it's a nat 20, I'll give this to you. You see the faintest impressions. There's not really like the ground is quite dry. But just barely so often there's like little traces of frost that pepper the ground, and you can see little remnants of footsteps that look quite large. Look Goliath-sized.
Okay, I was about to be like, but still like humanoid large? Okay.
And yeah, and like everything else in here, like the dust, the frost, everything has settled for thousands of years. But something has been disturbed. So it looks like the Dahlia has been through here already.
I'll swapsies with Echo, and I'll go ahead and pull that lever.
Okay. Oh shoot, I just realized.
I said something off, didn't I?
No, it's not so much that.
See, you're dead.
I have to take it back that I don't think you would. Let's just say with a nat 20, you don't actually see any footprints, but your kind of wolf instinct is tingling. Like even though you don't see something, you feel like someone's been in here recently. You can't explain how, but you feel like the Icewind Dahlia has been in here. But
Nice.
I would actually take note that like you feel ever much like there's just that eerie feeling, but when you look all around, even with your nat 20, you cannot find a single sign that anyone's been through here.
Interesting. Okay. Yeah, I'll go ahead and get that door open and maybe start sussing out where the other ones lead to.
Okay, so you open this door?
Yeah.
Alright, you open the door and everyone can come inside. You have 3 doors before you. You have, on the left, you have the kind of communal engravings. In here you have the scholars, and yep, and then, yeah, here's the praying.
Okay.
And they each have little window portholes?
They do.
Yeah.
And no other discernible way of opening them.
And it was, so on the other side, it was all walls, and was there like a particular carving set that was on the wall with the door? I forgot. Or was it just different aspects of nature for her, kind of like the description that she had?
This side?
Sorry, what was the beginning of the question?
So the side with the door we just went through, were those any particular carvings, or is the room just her in different aspects of nature just in general?
Yeah. I would say the carvings on this wall. I would say it's more like an accent wall. This wall is fairly blank.
Okay.
Or if
okay.
anything, there'd probably be a carving of mountains, actually. I would say it's a carving of mountains.
Mountains.
And maybe, like, a white dragon flying overhead at one point.
New Elder Scrolls just dropped, y'all.
Ayo.
Okay. So just for the hell of it.
Richard. Rain's gonna use her wand of detect
Yeah.
magic.
I was about to type in. Rain has a wand. You beat me to it. Okay. Yeah, so Rain does her detect magic thing. So, you would be able to detect that there's some kind of transmutation magic from this circle here. And I would say there's not much else you'd ping right now, I don't think.
You kind of beat me to the punch, but we kind of got distracted with the lore dump. But Anwar was going to try and use his investigation to see if there was any kind of trace of Dahlia being there, whether footprints or hair or anything out of place that might have looked there. If you want me to roll for it or say I'm unsuccessful.
Go ahead and roll for it. $25 is really damn good. You feel extremely confident that there is no physical evidence of her coming through here. But I would say I'll give this to Chimera and both of you, that you do notice some semblance of some kind of footsteps within the little, like, if you're looking all right, you can't find anything in this hallway, but if you look through the little peephole through the scholar's study thing, you look in there and you can see traces. So that, I will say, there's frost all over the ground. Also, it seems to be like there's a little, like, through that hole there is some light shooting through. It looks like moonlight. And in this room that is lit with moonlight, just a steady moonlight, in the room, you would notice that there are no footprints, and suddenly there are footprints about 10 feet in.
Like she dropped it or it faded.
Or she teleported.
Oh, shit. Misty stepped. Fucking God. Okay.
Rain's got.
There's also nothing heading out, correct?
What do you mean by heading out?
It seems like the footsteps or any kind of semblance.
Oh, yes. Yeah. It seems to head behind some bookshelf-looking things. Like, just looking through the thing, you can see that there's a number of, like, bookshelves filled with scrolls and things like that. It looks like a pretty sizable room. And you see that, like, the footsteps start about 10-15 feet in, and then they, like, kind of hook around a shelf that you can't see.
From what I can tell, it does seem like someone has been here relatively recently, but it doesn't appear that they are either still here or they found a different way out.
Do we want to follow them? Or do we want to try to forge our own path here?
We need to be careful. I'm guessing this Dahlia, is much more adept at avoiding traps than we are.
Right.
You said that the footprints appear in the room with the scholars in the study?
Yeah.
Yes.
Looking inside the hole for community and prayer, what do we see?
You see what looks like an ancient sanctuary. It's got pews, it's got an altar up top towards the front. It seems completely barren, though.
Large space inside there?
Large space, yeah. Larger than the foyer you were in.
Hmm.
Sifting through the dock just to see if maybe there's like a path to follow, but I mean, it's not What about the group, community, commune?
You look in
Wall.
there and you see another hallway that leads to a number of areas with different doors and stuff.
I don't suppose I'd pick anything extra up with my dark vision.
Nope.
Nothing notable.
I mean, anybody who's got any kind of dark vision would see the same thing.
Okay, gotcha.
It is incredibly dark, though. Your like special vision that sees extra well in complete darkness, you can see all the way down those halls, and like throughout you can see the entire sanctuary. You're probably the only one who could see all the way to the altar because it's so far away. The others, if their dark vision's 60 feet, they might be able to see it. Let me see.
Tell me about this altar.
It's only
Do I
20.
see
Oh, okay,
anything?
sorry. No, everybody could. Never mind.
The ice shard held.
The altar seems like a big block of ice that's, for back of a better comparison, kind of like coffin shaped. If you like stacked two coffins on top of each other. Not to say it's a coffin. I'm just giving you the general size.
No.
It's like it's like 6 feet across, and yay high.
I'm sorry,
like,
my nose really itches right now.
Mhm. I really do not read into me saying coffin. It's just because I was trying to figure out something that was a similar size.
But I
Just
have
being
a-
paranoid player.
It does look completely barren in there, though. You do not see any remnants of any items or anything.
Could I have Rain do an arcane check on the transmutation circle in the middle?
Sure.
I think she gets advantage for some reason.
Oh, she can have a she can roll an extra D8 if she uses her.
Let's do that extra D6.
Yeah.
Or D6, right.
19.
Hey, that's not bad.
Seems to be a one-way teleportation circle.
In or out?
With a 19, I'll say you're not sure.
Fair.
It's probably 2 here.
Right, it's the quick leave from the Skyrim temple. It's the quick, like, you don't have to weave all the way back out, maybe.
Can we tell
So do we
origin?
have-
Like, if it was put in here, is this like original, or was this?
Oh yeah, it looks extremely faded. Yeah, this looks
Okay.
original.
Do we have a door that we'd like to try to go through?
In fact, you probably even have to like wave your hand to brush away some frost to see the whole thing.
Gotcha.
Also, I would remind that it is very, very cold in there, and don't say that an hour has passed yet, but it's getting to the point where you might need to make a con save soon.
I'm gonna wrap myself in my blanket too, so I'm
But this
there
is
in my.
my house.
Yeah.
Looking. So there was the picture of the community. The Ice Maiden was like loved and bountiful and stuff, and then
Mhm.
there were people praying to her. And then, does it look like the pictures tell a story? Is there like a first, middle, beginning, end from?
No, they just seem to. There doesn't seem to be a beginning, middle, or end.
Well, it seems pretty clear that we know that someone went ahead through the scholars and study area,
Right.
but we might want to find out what's in the other areas as well. It might give us some information that we could use.
I'm a man of the people, so I'm inclined to visit the community center here.
If someone had to overcome all the trials anyway, then we do need to explore all the possibilities.
That's true.
I'm a
I'm gonna
person of
check out this
prayer,
community
so
tour.
my vote's
Yeah.
for this one. Let's arm wrestle for it, Hunter.
Yeah, you go on and stretch, and I'll do my thing, and I'm gonna go open the community door.
Let's see. It looks like you're not able to open it. It looks like Kamira's gonna have to do her thing again.
I can't count the reasons.
All three of these doors seem unopenable from where they are.
Interesting.
Right. We got to portal through and do something from the other side. Or porthole through
I
with Echo, right?
I do that.
You go ahead and do that, and it works. You're able to
Sometimes
open the door
pushing
from the other
material
side.
mist, you know?
This is
So,
starting to make more sense for Echo Knighting then, right? This is what the Amara's thing was talking about, like slipping through the portals, right?
I don't know. Yeah, up to you guys
I mean, it
if
could
you
have
think
just
that.
been. I don't think that. I think that doesn't make sense at all.
When you go through the community side, you see various rooms that seem like they're barracks, a kitchen area, there looks like a dining hall, all sorts of different living space. However, I would say the dining hall, all sorts of places, everything is completely barren. And go ahead and make an investigation check real quick.
Just anybody?
Yep.
Could I assist with a
I'm gonna
perception roll?
throw a guidance on there.
Okay.
21.
Okay.
My house. No,
I'm going to give this to you just to speed it up a little. Between looking at the community and the prayer area, you see the prayer is like a giant sanctuary. 10 and 11. Is anybody else investigating? I can't give it all to you if it's that.
I'll do my best.
21.
Hey.
Oh! It takes a bit, but Hunter is able to piece it all together. What you're able to tell is that everything was cleared out of the living space and moved over into the sanctuary. When you guys check out the sanctuary area, you see that it's also completely barren. I said there's pews earlier. There would not have been at this point. What you see is in the center of the room, there is a big area that looks like it, like you see ashes and stuff, like the remnants of what were ashes that then are kind of like frozen in place. It looks like in order to keep warm at some point, everything that was made of wood was taken out of this place and like put in a fire area where people trying to keep warm.
Burned in the prayer section? It was burned in the prayer section or community?
Yeah, it was burned in the prayer section, yeah. It's like everybody put all the wood into the sanctuary area and built a big fire. Because there is nothing left anywhere in any of these living quarters, and all the pews looks like they're completely gone. Like you can kind of see the remnants of where they were. But then you see just there's this giant, as if there was like a big bonfire in the center of the sanctuary. And that's pretty much what you get out of these two wings of the area. There's nothing of note to find. It's just kind of giving you clues as to what their final days might have been like in here.
Oof. Well, I guess let's crack into that study and see what they learned. This is
maybe
morbid.
Be a little bit more careful coming through here because it looks like she might have come through here at some point.
And I'll also say that seeing kind of this painted picture of some kind of terrible end days to this place does kind of line up if you want to go back to the story. It does seem to kind of fit in with some things that he was talking about.
At that
Assuming
point
it was a him.
investigation, I don't happen to uncover any hidden nooks or anything, do I?
No, you wouldn't in this area.
Okay.
There is plenty to find in other parts of this temple, but this part, that's pretty much it. That's all you get.
Yeah.
All right, and so you guys go over to the archives area?
The scholar and study area.
Okay. So you do the same Chimera thing. You teleport through to the other side, and you see that there are all sorts of books, bookshelves and different tomes and scrolls and stuff laying around, looking like they're pretty well preserved. And when you look through, you see a depiction of a moon, a full moon up in a high part of the room that kind of brings moonlight down to the whole area. And then you can crank a lever if you want and open the door for everyone else to come in. Unless there's anything else you want to do first before.
Like there would probably be like a quick let's see if anything sets off within the first few feet of this room, but like
go ahead and roll investigation.
oh god. What the
Okay.
fuck?
With investigation,
Nice,
you also would see that there are. Let's see if I can reveal this area too. There are rooms to both the left and the right. I forgot to make little door symbols for them, but on the left and the right, there are various doors that don't seem to have any lock on them at all. They seem to just go into like private study areas. And so you'll see little. I guess the desks wouldn't be there anymore. The bookshelves, amazingly, were still kept there. But
They
Or
couldn't burn
that
the
cheap
books.
wood
and
you
if
don't
they
want to
burned the
burn
book-
because there's chemicals on it.
Well, they wanted to preserve their history. That's why they didn't burn the books.
Don't be stupid, Anwar. Who cares?
I
about
would say
history?
that I would say that there was a single table area left in the center of the room. And upon there, it looks completely blank, with the exception of there is a magnifying glass, and the glass itself looks pristine. Looks like it was like diamond or crystal or like pure ice. And so there is just that on the table, whereas there's kind of various bookshelves all around. And that's pretty much all you see. No traps or anything.
And no Dahlia, I assume.
No Dahlia.
You didn't roll a perception.
I would I would say that with a 19, you're able to see the you're able to see that she was looks like she was scanning the area a bit. Her footsteps are a fair amount all over the place. And they end abruptly. So with that, you can go ahead and crank the door, and everybody comes in.
And you said there's a moon spot in here?
Oh yeah, this whole room is filled with moonlight, and your sword almost like gasps, like I'm like I'm awake, just like, what is this place?
Yeah. Ryan wanted to speak, but then I'm jumping in after him.
Go ahead.
Oh, okay. I will unsheath the moonish blade.
Oh my god.
Isn't it? I take it you're familiar with this area.
No, but it
Oh,
feels
cool.
familiar. It feels like
Back
home.
in your sheath.
Ah! No!
No, but seriously.
Yes, this is from my time. Oh, what sweet nostalgia this brings me.
Yeah, do you... Any insight you can give us here?
What are you looking for?
Oh, God, I didn't think what to ask him first. You know what? Here, just bask in the moonlight.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, if you think of anything, just chime out. I'll try and think aloud. And I'm gonna kind of stack him in a reverent place, like in
Okay.
the middle of the room.
If you do it in the
Question.
middle of the room, he's gonna see, because he can kind of sense. I think he has a certain amount of sight and vision, and being able to hear. He's like, that magnifying glass. It may
Yeah.
be sentient like me.
Oh yeah, all right. I'll lay the moonish blade under the magnifying glass and then
Mhm.
adjust the magnifying glass so I can see to like investigate the blade and the hilt
As
and all
you
that.
pick up the magnifying glass and begin to investigate the blade, you can feel the magnifying glass like hum in your hand, and suddenly be like, "Ooh, hello there! Oh, whoa, been a while. I'm feeling a little bit rusty. Oh, it's been forever since I've been held. Who are you?"
Hunter. Guys, did I take LSD?
Question.
Yeah, all of you can hear him,
Okay.
and he is
I-
speaking in a tongue that you recognize. He's speaking in common.
I do feel like before Hunter would go over and pick up an obvious
Too
magic
late.
item. No, I'm taking back my "you interrupted me" part and stop him from picking that up.
Oh, okay.
being like, "Whoa, we don't know what this thing does. It could be cursed."
Okay, all right. So backing it up. So
all right.
we don't know about that. Chimera swipes to a different timeline where that didn't happen.
Well, just like as
Another
he's going to pick
talking
it up, just
item.
like, "Whoa,
No.
whoa."
Yeah.
Rain's gonna like do a detect magic on it because she has her wand active still.
It is definitely a sentient item. However, you needed the identify spell to tell exactly what it can do.
Does she have that?
We can, if we long rest, we can.
She has it as a ritual.
Yeah. All right.
Okay. Then yeah, she casts identify, and this is a sentient item that is kind of like a C-3PO in that it is built to understand all languages. It is divinely connected, so even if like the world is moving on around you, it's like still getting like a signal from the divine from up above. So it's like the divine is still connected with what languages have evolved, so it can like just ping and instantly be able to communicate with you. And it is built for the sole purpose of helping you find information in these archives.
Oh,
Hmm.
all right, Hunter, pick
Question
it up.
though. Why would she leave it here?
Yeah, unless he's
Unless she's just really easily annoyed.
or really annoying.
Hey, was there a giant
Yeah.
that? Was there someone else recently who picked you up and checked you out?
No.
No. Did you see
Oh, see,
anybody?
that's fucking suspicious.
I only activate when I am turned on. Or sorry, when I only activate when I am held.
I see.
I have not been held in quite some time. I lost count. I cannot tell how long it has been. It has been a long time though.
Same, bro.
Mood. All right. Well, I
That's-
gingerly hug it.
To be clear, I am turned on when I am held.
Yeah, me too. I'm right there
Yeah, I
with
get that. I guess.
I don't follow.
you. This magnifying knows what's up.
How can I assist you?
You on TikTok? You should be.
I don't know what that is. How can I assist you?
I'm really
Oh,
concerned that she didn't even.
Anwar's gonna point the magnifying glass towards Chimera.
Hmm.
Okay.
Is that the champion? Is that the?
No.
Identify this person.
Why?
Amara's note. Is that the? What's the word?
I can identify myself. Edhill, Luthien, Ilquin. Are you talking about the name for like a vessel?
No, that's Biss. Or Bess.
Amara? The last
I am
surviving
Amara.
Melian?
Magnifying glass. We read a tome, a story when we came in here, said that there would be one day a strong woman with powerful hidden power. Is that her standing there?
Do you want me to look up prophecies?
Sure.
I-
Yeah.
Identify
He
this
turned
person.
to Clippy.
Do you know who this is?
I do not have her in. I do not have her in my records, but I'm happy to look up
Thank you.
any mentions of any specific query on your prophecy you wish to know.
Spirit
Oh,
Walker?
Jesus.
Is there a prophecy associated with this place?
Pulling up prophecies, and he's like suddenly starts dragging you over to where there's a place.
Oh, you grabbed it? All right.
Takes you over, kind of deep towards the back and over to the right, and eventually kind of like goes down to a bottom shelf.
Beth
And
prophecy?
once again, this is probably gonna be annoying for some. You'll have to highlight in players' journals, all players, and then show to players. Does everybody see that?
Woohoo!
Champion
Yes.
prophecy? Yeah.
And he's going to basically, as you open it up and show it to, and he shows it to you, you can kind of read it in a language you understand, so you're able to see all of it, as long as you look through
A figure of
lens.
ethereal grace.
I have no grace. I am.
Well,
the
you
darkest
have you
hour-
seen you in
Easier.
combat? Because I'd argue against that.
Always a charmer.
In the
Hunter.
darkest hour, when shadows cast their deepest veil, a champion emerges, traversing frozen trails. From mortal realm she hails, a figure of ethereal grace, to seek the Frost Maiden's temple in the world's most desolate place. A time of peril upon the land shall weigh, a force unmatched, the tendrils' grip shall sway. In shivering whispers, fate's call begins to resound, for the champion's destiny with the Frost Maiden is bound. 3 sacred trials to test her very core, fortitude, willpower, and combat's furious roar. A gift reclaimed, a treasure of frozen might, bestowed upon her by the maiden of coldest night. With newfound power, her hand shall wield, banishing the darkness, the land shall heal.
I hope you forgive me for giving a little bit of artistic license. It rhymes in the original language. I tried to make it fit to rhyme in your language, but it means essentially the same thing.
Hey, do you lose power if you leave this temple?
My purpose is to give you access to all of our archives in this room.
In the room.
All right. Very specific.
So if you leave the room, then you're just kind of like,
do you die
useless.
if you leave the room?
I hope not.
Yeah, same.
My purpose is to help you with anything in this room. Is there anything else I can assist you with?
maybe that's why she left him, because he's useless outside this room.
Well, she also didn't pick him up.
Right, that's true.
Right, right.
Tell me about this door. Let's. I assume the mural is on both sides, or
Which door are you talking about? Hmm?
The scholars study the door.
Well, that's where you guys already are. Is in the.
Right.
You guys are already. Your guys are already in here.
Yeah, yeah. Is there a mural on this side of it, or never mind?
Maybe
Oh,
maybe point him towards the moon.
Yeah, I would say that maybe the moon is right above where that door was, and that's where the moon is, or where the light is shining in from.
Is it a manufactured hole, or is that like, was that done in post?
That
Well,
looks
300
original.
feet.
It looks
The moonlight looks original. It looks like that moonlight has stayed on for thousands of years.
Who built this?
I could bring you fetching archives, and he'll drag you over to a place. I don't have something specifically for this, but essentially it tells you about there was a group of it's very similar to the beginning of the note that you saw in the very beginning about how and maybe you'll get some more words that you didn't fully get before, and that there were the ice shard elves who came to this area. They were particularly adapted to the frost, and they made this temple to please a goddess, the Frost Maiden. Original name, what's it? Auril, something like that. Auril is her original name. In order to appease her and seek relief from the harshest winters. Is there anything else I can assist you with?
Who is Amara?
Says
Oh, sorry. Go on.
all the prophecies say the world must heal. Is this ice a natural phenomenon, or is it unnaturally cold here caused by something?
He'll take you like. Can you give a specific inquiry? What? I don't do well with questions. I do better with search words.
Right.
Dragon causes?
Define cause of cold.
Why so cold? Why cold?
Cold
Bad.
why?
Cold
Takes
why?
you over to
Cold is
the
why.
description of the Frost Maiden.
Why did that work?
Tixio just gives a brief description of the Frost Maiden as a what do you call it? As a force of raw nature and a manifestation of the harshness of winter.
Search
That's
term
Laying
dragon.
it on her. Quantum entanglement. How stop?
Is the Frost Maiden here? Is she under the temple?
Is she in the room with us right now?
So let's see. So Dragon like pulls you over to Dragon. There's like a whole area that talks about various dragons.
Does the word dragon unlock anything in Amara's note?
Nope.
Where does the dragon first show up in their history?
There's just a general description of dragons.
Okay.
You're not finding anything specific.
Gotcha. Thank you.
Sorry. So Sydney had something too.
Oh, I was mostly just fucking around, but yeah, let's.
What else can I
let's,
assist you with?
How ground alternate dimension daughter? How stop quantum entanglement and time jumping?
Quiznos is located 20 miles
I'm,
away.
I'm afraid I do not pull up anything with those words.
Alternate dimension daughter wants to overtake body. Why?
Searching for closest thing to alternate realities takes you
What?
over to a section. And you see a little like note thing labeled, as you kind of look over it, labeled experiments in dunamancy.
Oh motherfuck! Grab it. That's mine now.
Because do we know anyone else who can even remotely do what you do?
There's a
My
thing!
dad.
Okay.
Does everybody see that?
Oh Jesus.
I don't.
See what? Sorry.
If you
Okay.
Oh yeah, I have to
It's a
highlight it.
secret.
It's like invisible otherwise.
While my
I'm
dedication
sorry,
to
I
Arrow
can-
lies in
No, it's
divine
okay. If
magic
I popped
it
out in a
upon
new
me,
window,
I
it's
recently
fine.
Crack the
discovered a
code.
fascinating and powerful form of arcane magic, the essence of existence. The essence of existence, a core concept of dunamancy, piqued my interest as a cleric. This enigmatic magic delves into the manipulation of potential and fate, allowing the caster to alter probabilities, create alternate realities, and affect luck. Oh, it's me. It struck me that this power to shape fate and influence reality could be used in furthering the goals of the Frostbite. God damn it! Imagine the possibilities. Influencing the outcome of battles, ensuring that our enemies meet their frozen demise, or even creating a world where winter prevails and the Frostmaiden rule is absolute. The essence of existence could serve as an invaluable tool to aid our cause. However, I am also wary of this arcane power. Same. Dunamancy, primarily practiced by the Drow, is an enigma to most of us who walk the path of divine magic. It is crucial that we approach this arcane, not that I know of, this arcane knowledge with caution, ensuring that we do not lose our connection to the Frostmaiden or unintentionally invite corruption. I can keep reading it if everybody's on board.
It's
Here.
up
As
to
I
you
go
if you want to
further
read
into
it
the
privately
mysteries-
to other people, whatever you want to do. I can also give you a TLDR. There's plenty of stuff you can unlock, and we don't need to read all of it today,
So
or out loud. But I can give you the TLDR if you'd like. I will say that this one is broken into 3 chapters. It looks like they were written at different times.
Okay. We can keep going if y'all want.
While Chimera is searching her backstory powers, could I get the magnifying glass and say, what do you know of genies, specifically air genies in this location or this area?
Pulling up Genie, and like you just get like thrust into an area where all sorts of stuff gets up. Like, what are Genie? Genie binding attempt. and the Loxodon and the Djinn.
Oh,
Are
I'll
there
take
any-
that last one.
The Loxodon and the Djinn, very well. All players. Show to players.
Oh, now I'm gonna be that asshole.
So there's plenty of stuff, but if you want me to give TLDRs, I can. I know we don't have all the time in the world.
I'll read it all later, but give me the TLDR right now.
The TLDR,
Y'all can read?
TLDR, a group of elves from the temple a long time ago heard that there were some Loxodons on the edge of the border of their empire. They went out to look for the Loxodons. They heard that there were rumors that they held a genie. So this was like they consider the woolly Loxodons ancient for them. And they hear that there's a genie, and they're like, "Hey, can we have the empire? We'll give you all sorts of stuff." And they're like, "Nah, this is for us. It's not just fun to have this. This is a burden. It says we have a pact to only use this to protect our people as a last resort. We're not just going to give this over to you." And so the guy who was tasked with going and getting it and forging alliances was like, "Oh, I'm kind of having second thoughts about my own convictions," and he ends up returning empty-handed after hearing from them being like, "No, fuck no, we're not letting you share in this power."
So it's been in the woolly mammoth's possession for centuries.
Thousands of years.
I'm back on Maz's side.
We're not going to address that. What about the Great Undead War? How did that resolve? Or who won Great Undead War?
No results found. If anything, refer to Amara's note. Didn't look like they found out.
Search for undead.
You would see something about that their best information is that a coven of witches started a great undead upheaval that spread across the land.
Dang it, Inger.
And based on what you could piece together from the other notes and stuff, it looks like it completely wiped everything out. There is no message about how it resolved. Looks like this place has been abandoned ever since.
What happened? Where are ice elves now?
No result.
Search the Great Frost.
Got nothing.
The Big Ice. The Coldening.
What about
Deep Freeze.
What's the term for Arantis? Is he a
Warforged?
Search Arantis Warforged.
Searching Warforged, and it will ping up a thing of the Becoming and the Frost Maiden. A meeting of them.
It does?
Huh.
Okay, so I didn't have to do my own search.
All
right. Audra's like patiently waiting her turn to use the thing, and then she's like, "Oh, okay, great."
Showing, and then it points to a vision. To give you the TLDR, it's a vision that a cleric had while in a trance of a meeting of the Frost Maiden and the Becoming. And the Becoming is trying to say, like, hey, I think that we can find a balance between nature and technology. And the Frost Maiden is like, fuck no, you seek to tame nature to make it bend to your will, but nature cannot be tamed. It is wild and free, and it will never submit to your machines and devices. And they get into a battle, and the Frost Maiden wins. That's the TLDR of that one.
Okay.
Y'all, I'm gonna fight the Becoming, and I'm gonna win.
Throw hands.
Is there anything else I can assist you with?
That would be a top 10 anime betrayal right there. I'm not turning on my companion. I'm turning on their god. That's...
I will say that to speak on behalf of Rain, she might be interested in the thing about Jin binding attempt, and so I'll give that as well because that one includes a couple of spells that she can put into her spell book later.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So this essentially is a story about people trying to bind a genie and it going horribly wrong. But within it, they list out how to do planar binding and magic circle.
Which, by the way, I believe Audra can already use planar binding.
She might be able to, but in order to do both together, you need more than one person, and now
Right.
Rain can also do those things.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I have
Are we allowed
access
to
all of
take
these.
books from the library? Or
Oh,
will
I
they,
wouldn't
like,
do that. We're supposed to
burst into
keep
flames?
these here for the knowledge for other people.
What if, hypothetically, my last name appears in one? That's kind of my book then, right?
I don't see how that's logical.
Bollocks, fine. I'm gonna transcribe. Like, I'm gonna write shit down. I'm
Sweet.
gonna copy it.
I will say you guys are spending an amount of time in here, so I will need a copy of everybody as you're kind of staying in here and kind of fighting through the cold. Con saves, please.
All right.
Ooh. Oh, at advantage because you are wearing your
Don't
cold
need
weather
it.
clothing. Nice.
I'm inspired
What
by the
else?
story
Ugh.
about becoming destroyed, so
Uh-huh.
I
The people who are naturally very warm and like very warm-blooded are feeling especially cold. I will say it's not nearly as bad as the cold outside right now. So each of you are just in this area, only going to take. Okay, it's still 5. You take 5 cold damage as you're slowly kind of freezing as you go through here.
Magnifying glass. Do you have a name?
My name is Lou. Looky Lou.
Lucky Lou. Lou for short. Your job is to be the steward of these books that are in this room, correct?
Steward is a strong word. I do not take care of the books. I merely translate, and I help people find the information that they seek.
But your allegiance, is it to this room or is it to these books?
I don't have allegiances.
If all the books were to leave, what would
If
your
anything,
purpose
I
be?
have allegiance to seekers of knowledge.
Well, that's great because I would consider myself a seeker of knowledge, and there's a lot of knowledge here in this room.
Yes.
The problem is we are kind of in a hurry, and there's a lot of really useful stuff here. The real problem is, I don't know if you're aware, but currently you're in a temple under 300 feet of freezing cold water on one of the tallest mountains in the world, guarded by an ancient ice dragon that kills anyone who doesn't beg for its life.
I'm sorry, that did not return any search results.
Right. So what I'm saying is, how would you feel if you could help knowledge seekers in a more accessible place?
I'm sorry, that did not return any search results. Is there something else I can help you with?
Hey, Moonish Blade, can you absorb this guy?
Yeah, this guy, you're not going to get much from him. He is a more simple sentient object. He can speak with you, but don't be fooled by him. He has the illusion of sentience. It's more like he's very good at predicting what words you want to hear.
I'd like to incite the Moonish Blade to see if he is good at predicting words that people want to hear.
Go for it.
Tight.
Richard, how much would you say are these like big ass like fucking tomes? Or are they like dictionaries? Are they like novels? Are they like books?
It looks like it's a lot of stone tablets that are meant to like stand the test of time. So like a lot of the stories and inscriptions are fairly like contained. So I would say it's a lot of like slabs of thin stone, like iPad size almost. Let's see if I've got one of these iPad. Yeah, so it's kind of like one of these, but stone, just like a whole bunch of them.
Clippy,
They're
Advised.
tablets. Okay.
Clippy. Dangers of removing tablets from study.
None found.
Interesting.
Okay, guys. So
Search
here's what I'm thinking.
tablet removal. Search.
Say what?
Search study rules.
Oh yes, rules of the study, and he brings you over close to the door. There's like an inscription near the door. It's like, all right, you're supposed to be here during these hours. Clean up after yourself. You know, put away your chairs. All sorts of like basic rules. And one of them says like, you know, use the checkout system. Books are not supposed to leave the temple, but they may leave the room.
Consequences?
There will be severe punishment from, basically it'll say it'll be handled by an authority within the thing, but given that there's no one here anymore, it's like, there's nothing that says like the Frost Maiden will curse you, anything like that. It's like, you're gonna be taken up to like the rules department of the clerics or whatever. And like, since all the clerics are long gone, there's not really a system in place to hold you accountable.
Okay, cool.
So,
cool.
Here's my thought. I've got 350 pounds worth of space in the bag of holding. If this is, each one is weighing around an iPad's worth.
As stone, I'd say it's a bit more than that, but let's just call it 1 pound each, or let's just say 1 pound. One pound a thing.
Put the magnifying glass down so you don't hear his screams.
Oh, the magnifying glass is coming with us. He's going in there too.
Oh, is it?
Nice.
All right.
Was that not clear? I'm making a new library wing
Here now.
in my house, so I'm just gonna
love it. I'm
We've
here.
added a new party
All right,
member.
you were great. You were great, Looky Lou. We'll talk later. And I'm just gonna open up the bag of holding and just kind of like, nighty.
It's like, wait, what are you doing? What? Ah!
All right, guys. So take whatever things you want.
Go to sleep.
So start like gathering all this stuff.
Yeah.
Without him being in the thing, it will be harder to get access to specific things you want, unless you want to just start hoarding all of it.
Yeah, kind of.
Okay.
Can we get Looky Lou out? Ask about teleportation?
I would say there are hundreds of things in here, so it's more than there's more tablets than there are pounds of available space you have in the bag of holding.
Fair. Could we do like? I'll pull them out for the teleportation question.
Okay.
Yeah. Temple teleportation. Search.
Searching, and you will get an inscription of how to use magic circle. Oh, sorry, you already have that. I mean teleportation circle.
But it doesn't describe the specific one in the lobby. Okay.
Search lobby teleportation circle. How to?
Nothing showing up.
Meh. Yeah, throw it back in the bag.
What about blueprints of temple?
Hey.
None found.
Fuck.
None found. Coward.
I like that you thought about it though.
Yeah, that's good.
I mean, is it
What
worth
if?
just searching if there is more information on those trials?
Yeah.
Trials of
Uh,
the Frost Maiden?
Yeah.
I want this specific prophecy for dummies.
Yeah.
The prophecy thing, he'll just redirect you back to that where it mentions
Okay.
a trial of 3 things.
Okay.
I would say Anwar would put like the bag of holding in the middle of the room and be like, everybody spread out and call out if you think you find something useful. And so we're like, like ancient cooking recipes. We're like, maybe not. And it's like,
Well, hold on to
Yeah.
that one. No, never mind.
Audra will
Right.
keep any ancient like smelting recipes for sure.
In general, are there any other things that I can make notes for later, like things that you want to know about for the future?
Maps.
How to kiss real good.
Maybe if there's any information on the Great Old One, the Empire, Squid people.
I think everything in there would predate them, so you just say no.
Sure. Okay. Just making
Like,
sure. Just
no-
checking.
Nothing found.
anything about genies to the east? Fire, earth, water, otherwise?
The three things that popped up for Genie, I think you've already popped up two of them. There's only one other one that's what are Genie, which basically relates a person's contemplation of what a genie even is. About like, are they gods? Are they demons? What are they? And he ends up coming to the conclusion that they are actually more similar to fairies than anything else, which is based off of like true folklore. I was like researching like what are they most like, and unlike gods and other things, there's a number of reasons why they actually share most in common folklorically with fairies, even though they physically seem to look nothing alike. In their actual traits, though, there's a lot of overlap. So basically, I just turned that into a narrative form, and I will give that to you guys that you can look at later.
They are like magical tricksters. In some
Yep,
times.
shape-shifting magical tricksters that have a lot of independence, as long as they're not contained in a... Although even fairies can be trapped in a bottle, so there is a lot of overlap.
I hadn't considered that.
I do search for any like residual like dunamancy stuff.
Everything on Dunamancy you got with this one guy.
Okay.
Which
Then
might be
I mean-
concerning that after a certain point there's nothing left on it. Like, oh, what happened to that guy?
He left. He went to a different time. He was like, this got confusing. We're leaving.
Yeah, okay.
I think I'm good then. I mean, like we can load up on what we find interesting, so we can have like a little store of info if we can't, like potentially. But
I mean,
Search
if nothing else,
Ronin
if we can.
deity.
Sorry, go ahead.
Search Ronin deity.
Nothing turns up on Ronin. Although, if you'd like to check out a story of Ronin, I made one of those and posted it on the thing, because you already have a story about Ronin from way back.
That's from my private collection.
I will say you've found just about everything that I prepared for you guys, and since you're shoving in more and kind of looking around, I'll give you a chance to ask for things later. The one thing I will give you that you didn't get already that you might want to look at, because his name's come up recently, is Stegodonis. There is a story about Stegodonis.
Stegodonis.
So let me throw that in here. And basically the TLDR of that story is that this person has a vision of these two gods meeting, and like many gods before, he thought like, oh, this god's gonna ask like, please give some relief for my people. I would just love it if you could, make things easier for my people, because the winters are so harsh. But Stegodonis is like, make the winters fucking harder, make them harsher, make my people stronger through it. My people can take it. So that's the story of this guy. And the scribe is just like, my jaw dropped when I heard this fucking shit coming out of his mouth. That's the basic story of that one. And I think that's everything.
Wow.
But since you're hoarding stuff more, ask me questions later. Maybe they'll have something.
Yeah, I was going to say, if you wanted us to do a roll on what useful things we take with us, but I feel like just from a knowledge perspective, Anwar would want to, because they're just sitting at the bottom of this mountain.
Yep.
You'd want to preserve them.
Yeah. So, yeah,
So, like,
you can totally take them.
I do think if we are saying one tablet is 1 pound, he would take
Now,
like 300 pounds of tablets.
counterpoint, if this is a teleportation circle and we can figure out how to come here when we want to, we won't need to haul it all.
Teleportation is incredibly rare, as in we only know one person who can do it.
Yeah, and I guess when we searched teleportation, nothing came up other than
Just the
Yeah.
one thing about teleportation circles.
okay. Yeah, that's fair. All right, take.
I mean,
as
if we
much as
do
you
get
want,
it working,
smart
I
lad.
can. If we do get it working, I can just put it all back. But also,
Yeah.
like, if we just had a library at Stem Garden or Riverbed, that'd be nice.
Yeah, you can
I
always
think-
come back for the rest. If you can figure out a way to use it, then you might be able to come back for the rest of it later too.
Yeah.
Yeah, are there? Okay, there weren't any. Oh yeah, yeah. Okay, I get you.
I'll say 250 pounds of because he's at 142 currently, so he'll have 100 pounds left over in the bag of holding.
Nice.
But 250 stone tablets of everything we've looked at so far, and then like 240 more random ones.
Okay. So yeah, if anybody else has anything, like there were definitely a number of things pulled up about dragons. Like if you have more specific stuff at a later time, just let me know.
Definitely lore and history of this place and this people.
Okay, so I can do that sometime. But for now, we'll move forward, and so you know that there's something about trials underneath the Amon,
Hmm.
and the footprints do disappear at a certain place.
I was actually just about to say, if we're done with that, Kamira was gonna start like feeling at the walls.
Oh yeah, there was one more thing. So you look over near where the things are. If you look up, I think you looked up prophecy. I don't know if you guys ever said you'd look up trials, but he'd bring you over to the tome of trials, and like when you pull that thing out of the shelf, it's like the bookcase thing, and just like, and then like a bookshelf, one of these tome shelves like moves, and then there is a secret passageway that seems to line up right with where her feet stop, that are kind of
So-
towards the back area.
She didn't pick up the glass, but she still managed to get through this area.
Sounds like she's done her homework.
Yeah.
And I think once that opens up, we will go on a bio break. Pick this up.
Alrighty. Let me find that break screen. All right.
Keep in mind
right-
what those 3 trials are in
Yep.
that order. All right.
Yep. Be right back.
Be right back.
Oh.
But I do need that.
Well, while you
Oh,
go
yeah,
get a topo,
excuse me.
but I hit the go. So we're back, but
Topo, go.
Alrighty.
we're back. It's time for trials.
You
Doesn't
open
happen.
this secret passage, and you feel a little push of air. It feels like it's dropped another 10 degrees. Not enough to make you roll anything, but it instantly feels like you get a draft of something even colder. And then you kind of look inside and you see it's essentially just a room that doesn't really have anything more than a spiral staircase that leads downward.
Fun.
I could send the echo again.
I feel
certainly
like
can't
this
see what's down there.
would be a good time to reveal my new Artificer Infusion.
Oh?
Reveal stairs.
Anwar is going to take off the shield which he always wears on his left hand, and he's going to flip it to his right. And because all of his guns and things are usually on his right arm, he is going to emit from his little optic reactor a harsh red glow that kind of bathes the entire area. And he is going to use his new Lantern of Revealing.
Ooh.
It's a minor magic item, but it can reveal anything within 30 feet that is invisible. So, thieves, traps, assassins, glyphs, anything like that. So as Anwar will position himself in the middle of the group, or I guess maybe towards the front, but he is kind of I imagine I don't know who else watched Teen Titans, but when Cyborg's red eye makes the red light and he can't see it, so it's just kind of this dark red light that kind of permeates everything around them and reveal. I was I'm going to come up with some science mumbo jumbo, and then I didn't. So it shows invisible things because UV light spectrum something.
Something.
That infrared shit.
Yeah.
Science.
Alrighty, you go ahead and do that. And so far it doesn't reveal anything, but you guys can head on down if you want.
Does the sword stop reacting?
Yeah, as you start to go in and kind of get out of the moonlight, it's gonna be wait, just keep me there.
Do you want me to leave you and come back, or?
Yes. Unless could there be a prophesized elf down there? Maybe, but I will grow dormant.
Yeah, there might be.
If it brings me closer to an elf who is worthy, take me down.
You really need to chill with that, 'cause times ain't what they used to be. All right, I close it and bring it with.
All right.
Can you imagine if you brought out that lantern and the first thing we saw in this pit was just a giant invisible face looking back at us? Like Bongo Bongo from Zelda?
All right. So you guys start walking down the staircase.
Yeah.
You walk down the staircase, and eventually you get to just a room at a base level. As you go down, it feels like the temperature is dropping with you, and it starts to just get insanely cold. You're starting to shiver.
I'll turn back.
Let's just say you get towards the bottom, and in this room that's down below, you dropped maybe, we'll call it 30 feet. There is only a door, and with this lantern you are able to see, you take the lantern away, the glyphs aren't there. You put it up again, and you see that there is a sign that essentially says, "Past this door there is no going back."
Y'all want to check the prayer room real fast before we head in here?
Leroy Jenkins.
Miss Chimera, this might You are currently of our party the most akin to this trial. It may ask things of you. Are you prepared for this?
Not really, but at this point, I don't think we have a whole lot of choice. So, here we go, I guess.
You might be the key to getting whatever power lies here. So, when someone asks you, are you a god? You say yes.
You must be on at least one of your timelines anyway, right?
I don't think that's how it works.
You see her in combat, it might be this one.
But
Yeah.
We'll try.
We wouldn't have even gotten this far without you.
I
so-
will say that this door has a more regular opening. It's not the same. It doesn't look like there's the same level of protection on this door.
Okay.
But essentially,
was
the
it?
glyphs say, like, beyond this point, there's no turning back. It's kind of like, it's like, hey, there's a safe spot right over here. Do you want this? Because it's
Are
just
there
about to get
potions here?
real.
Fortitude, willpower, and combat's furious roar. I have all of those things, absolutely.
Should we check the prayer room real fast? Because that's like the one room we didn't go into, and then these two side rooms that
We
were up there.
we looked in the side rooms, the community room.
We did.
We
Oh, we
saw
did.
that everything had taken out and was burned in the communal,
In the prayer
not the communal, but in the prayer
Yeah, yeah.
room. So we went into both and we saw that everything was
Oh.
basically
What about
consumed.
these? What about these two side doors up here?
The just studies,
Those
they're
are
just
studies. Okay.
private
okay,
study areas, and it's not just two doors. There were like 2 or 3 on each side.
Gotcha. Okay, so no stone unturned. We're good.
No stun unturned. You're good.
Cool.
I'm gonna grab the doorknob? Question mark?
The doorknob is ice cold to the touch, but it will open.
Tight. Before I open it, it's like just a quick. But if anything does happen to me, and I don't know whatever kind of godhood thing happens here, or if I die, maybe take the tablet I found on the Dunamancy, and maybe follow some instructions. Maybe call my father. Just don't let the alternate dimension problem I created go unchecked, please.
Good point. That's a good. And Amar's going to flip over the tablet. It's like, see if alternate universe Chimera can replace this universe's Chimera if she dies.
No.
No.
Actually, the problem is that the alternate dimension daughter thinks that the alternate dimension Chimera is far too weak, or is incapable of taking care of the problem, and she thinks that I can. So maybe just stop the alternate dimension daughter from doing anything stupid.
Lie to alternate dimension daughter to see if she will fight for us if Chimera dies.
Sure. I think you got it. Yeah.
You rolled out that character, right, Sid? Just
Yeah,
in case.
sure.
Just in case.
I open the door.
You open the door, and immediately, a huge, like it hits you like a ton of bricks. A wave of cold hits all of you. Effectively, a cone of cold. I need everyone to make con saves. You may make it at advantage with the what you call it.
With the
Cold ear gear?
With the cold ear gear, yes. So, once that hits, you open the door and see a long icy tunnel. And about 200 feet away, way off in the distance, you can see a door. The entire area, it's not even like you were hit with like a gust of wind, it's just like instantly everything got colder and hit you real quick. I'm gonna need everybody, you don't need to roll initiative, but we are doing turn here.
Mm.
Okay.
I put you all on the far left. Your token has to make it all the way 200 feet over to the right.
it's like Mario
And
Party.
at the beginning of every round, you are hit with what is essentially a cone of cold. So,
All right.
let me
Said
just
we
see the.
take half on a success, or is that
You take half on a success. Yep.
what succeeds?
So, let's see, 15, 25. What about? Oh, you did it for rain too. Everybody succeeds this round.
All right. So 14.
So each of you take 14 cold damage.
All right.
Oh,
And yeah,
That's a
just
lot, Zach.
immediately, it's so like you feel it in every fiber of your being how cold it is. You feel it on your face, down into your bones, your gut, like your legs almost quake in a bit at like how cold it is. And the only thing you can think of is just like, this has to stop now. Like I'm gonna die if I stay in this. So, with that. It doesn't really matter to me what turn you go in, but we are in turn order officially now. So what does everybody want to do this turn?
Do we want to go like top to bottom into what's here on the page, or do we want to do like what order we actually would have been when we approached the door?
Doesn't matter to me.
is there an area we can tuck back into that we won't be suffering the cold damage, or is this just like opened up?
This is opened up. This is like there's no hiding from this. There is, as it said on the door, there is no going back. This door is open. You are feeling this cold.
I'll rush ahead to see if I can open something. And I'm gonna just full on blast it. What I'm gonna do, I'm going to use the hook, the grapple gun, to pull myself as fast as I can, and like stabilize, and then keep like skating once that 30 is done, and just see if I can get it to just grip it and rip it, pull me as far as it can go, or as fast as I can go.
Okay, so that's a bonus action. So that's 30 feet as a bonus action, and then what else do you want to do?
Run and.
I was gonna say, isn't your dash faster than your grappling hook?
I think I extended the
Yeah.
grappling hook. I think it's either 40 or 50 feet now. I think I
Oh,
upgraded
really?
it.
That's news to me.
No, I told everyone that I upgraded all their gear at one point.
Oh.
Was it? Did you upgrade it to match his move speed?
I don't think I was thinking in terms of move speed, but we can say it's 40 now. It's really meant for more for like aerial movement than like on the ground.
That's
Yeah.
fair. Yeah, I guess what I thought, like the logic part of it is like, I know this thing can pull me in a direction quickly, faster than I could like run and try to get traction on ice. And so if I can use that to get momentum, and then just like use my regular movement to like keep up that momentum and keep sliding.
If that's the flavor you want to give it, go for it. But still, mechanically, it's whatever number
okay,
of.
then I'll dash and move 80 feet. So run as my action, bonus action dash for 80 total.
That would be at 120 total. Because your move speed is 40, then dash
Right.
is another 40, then bonus action dash is another 40. So you can move up to 120.
All right, fuck it, yeah.
All right, so
Full
you.
movement.
And if you want to flavor it as you use the thing to pull you along, that's fine too.
Cool.
All right, that's what Hunter does. What does everybody else do? So Hunter, move yourself up feet forward.
I don't have to necessarily move next, but Audra would definitely be like the, all right, we're doing this, like Terminator walk forward. You know, here we go.
All right, is she dashing? What is she?
Oh, she
or
definitely
is she
dash.
walking?
Yeah. I'm just
Okay,
saying, like,
so you
rather
can-
like it's, but there's like a different like vibe to it, right? Like Hunter's like, good, here we
Uh-huh.
go, but Hunter's like, but Otter's just very much like, yes, you know.
Okay, is she doing anything other than dashing?
I don't think so. There's nothing really useful that I could do. So that was. That was a move and a
So
dash.
I'm just gonna reduce Rain's thing, so she's at 35 now.
Yes.
All right. What's everybody else doing? And I'll say that you're all within, like, you're fairly huddled up to each other as far as if you're looking at, like, distance for healing or anything like that.
Yeah.
What's everybody else doing?
Action dash, and then as a bonus, I'm gonna bring up the echo and put her 30 feet ahead of me just to see how it works out.
If I get to the other side, I can start bringing the slowpokes along.
That's true.
I can go for it, man.
Anwar is going to use one of his third level slots. Why is that checked off already? What did I use it for? Oh, I did it for protection of energy. Anwar is going to use haste.
Hell yeah.
Boy.
And, like, leaning down like the Flash with the lightning just kind of crackling off his red armor. He is going to blitz by. So his movement speed is 35, which is doubled on haste. So movement, 70 feet.
Nice.
And then if you dash, right? Or no,
Another
your
70
magic-
feet.
Yeah. Well, you cast haste though, right? So you couldn't dash this time.
Right, that's
Oh,
my
you can
action.
bonus
But,
dash
Yeah.
with haste.
but as I can't, with the
Yeah.
extra action from
Yep,
dash
yep.
or from
Mhm.
haste, I can dash again.
Right,
So for a
right.
total of 140 feet.
Nice.
Always-
Hunter,
In 6 seconds.
much to your surprise, Hunter, Anwar is faster than you right now. You're just, what?
I always
It's like
forget
the
that you
frizz.
have haste, and it's always the most pleasant surprise.
Hunter kind of like freezes and for like a few seconds is like sliding on one foot over the ice, and you see his mind just like the gears turning. Like, fuck? No, that ain't.
Yeah, I
And then
imagine
the-
there's a little bit of the Back to the Future, like, fire coming off the ground as he's running by, which is immediately taken out by the cold.
So what is now that you guys are all separate, let me bring you guys in a bit closer to each other. What's Rain doing?
She is a fish, and she is frozen.
Yeah, Rain doesn't have a lot. But she just needs to make it far enough. She is going to...
I know she
Oh,
can
she's-
at least make it 60.
She's got Misty Step. Okay, so
Oh, there you go.
run 30 feet, dash 30 more feet, Misty Step 90 feet.
All right.
God
Gets
damn.
up to the same place as the Echo. All right. With that is everybody's move, and another con save from everyone, please.
Yeah, she's
No.
out.
Add advantage thanks to the clothes.
My con rolls have been trash,
Oh.
twin trash. Twice in a row, twin
no.
trash.
The best Metal Gear.
Not
game.
twice in a
Lucky.
row. You saved last time, didn't you, Hunter?
Oh, you're right. Time before that was both
Yeah.
7.
Anybody who got below 15 takes the full 40. It is painfully cold as you're trying to get through.
Hunter
It's
dies.
insanely
What?
cold.
No, you don't. You're
Hunter
death warded.
drops.
You're death warded. No, you don't.
Oh, okay. So Hunter fucking belly flops, just like goes limp, and then like recovers and like pops up off the ice and is like clutching his core as he like continues to run, but like spends a solid like 4 seconds sliding just completely limp.
Oof. Well, for practical purposes, we're gonna say you did not fall prone because that would cost half your movement for later.
Ice, baby. It's magic like that.
Yep. All right.
You
So
pass out,
that
but you're
is
still
everybody's
sliding
turn.
with momentum. So you don't actually go pro.
How's Rain doing though?
Rain's down.
Rain is down. She's not death warded, right? She also has an angel thing on her. Was she also death warded? I think she was.
Yeah, I gave it
I want
to
to say like a good
Yep.
group, like portion
Because
of people were.
yes,
because
because
oh shoot, I'm sorry,
Chimera
I
has-
accidentally.
Chimera has a
I
thing by
acc-
default. I doubled it for me and Hunter, and I gave one to Rain, and we waited. Anwar wanted me to save the slot or something like that, so that's why I have one.
Oh, it's Audra. Sorry, I was confusing Audra and Rain. Okay, so Rain is down.
No, Rain should also have it. Didn't I give it to Rain before she went to like talk to the dragon or something? Because I specifically recall.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I recall you-
more
3 of us
death
did.
warded spot.
Yeah. Right.
So
Yeah.
that-
Okay, so yeah, she
yeah.
does have. Okay, so she's down to 1.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Rain should be over here. She should be 90 feet in.
Right.
she missed
Same
two
as
steps
same
and
as
all
the
that.
echo. I don't know how these moved. Okay.
I moved the echo because the echo wouldn't have withstood the cold. It has 1 hit point, so I just moved her back.
Right.
So I just
no,
yeah.
You are correct.
You
All
were
right.
like, here's some damage. I was like, goodbye.
Yeah. Sorry.
I got
no,
like a
you're
little
right, you're right.
note tab. I have a little note tab for keeping track of Rain's HP, and it's like -5, -14, dead.
Oh.
But she's got 1
Um,
HP.
I'm
All
going
right.
to-
So it's getting insanely cold. People are on the verge of death. The only thing keeping them alive is the grace of the becoming. But
Yep.
you all have a turn. What can you do?
For the record, I want to pop mass cure wounds, so if people like Audra will like yell out to basically let her get close enough to you to be included in that. Is what she's gonna yell out, and as she's moving,
How close do I need to be?
you need to be within 30 feet.
Oh no! Did you drop haste?
You said it was 20?
Yep.
Well, it was 40 on a fail,
That's
20 on a
high.
save,
Yeah.
meets beats. So,
Oh, so you
Or-
barely.
So you have it still.
You're good.
Oh, I
You got
still have
exactly what you needed.
Nice.
Oh.
Okay.
Onward
from
doesn't like
where-
cold.
No.
All right, so from where I'm standing, I can get everybody but Anwar.
Well, Anwar's the fastest,
Yeah.
so
So
Anyway,
Okay.
including
so,
me, actually.
people need to decide what they want to do since there's not a specific turn order. So who's doing what?
I will absorb my healing, then continue to book it.
That is 18 to everybody but Anwar.
All right, that is Audra's action.
Yep, and I moved.
What next? And then you moved 30 feet up, so that's why you're caught up to Rain. Okay, so that is what Audra has done. What's everybody else doing?
Booking. The action run. I'm sorry,
Actually,
movement run.
I have
You can make it to the door at this point,
action.
Hunter.
Bonus action. Okay, so I will use my action to try to open up the door.
You do that, you open it up, and you step inside, and it is a nice, warm tavern. Just instantly you feel relief
I
as you
collapse to
basically
the ground.
fall into there. It's completely empty, but there's a fire going. It's back to your regular temperature, and you just feel your body nearly goes into shock, like how different it is. But you just feel like this.
It has. I have collapsed, and I am now like crawling, and like rolling towards that fire, and just.
Richard, I actually would like to use a bonus. Hopefully
Okay.
I don't need to do what I'm thinking in the back of my head, but as my bonus, I would like to be Big Audra, please.
Okay. Burp, burp.
Which I think technically gets me another like 5 feet ahead also. But I'm thinking just in case for any reason if I have to team fastball somebody to the door
Mhm.
and then someone else can come and get me. You know what I mean?
Okay, if you get an extra 5 feet for that, then I'll just move you 5 feet forward there.
Well, no, I didn't actually, but I'm saying because
Okay.
I grew 5 feet, it's kind of because I grew like my square. It's
Oh,
kind of.
I see. What you mean.
know what
Okay,
I
got
mean?
it.
Yeah.
But your speed, your move speed didn't increase
Correct. My move's
Okay.
the same, but I'm bigger, so I'm technically closer.
though. Okay. All right. So Hunter got in. So Audra and Hunter have gone. Looks like Chimera. Did you just dash?
I dashed, yeah.
Okay. Anything else from Chimera, or is that?
That's kind of all I got. I want to conserve what I have for whatever the hell's coming next.
Yeah. You try to put out an echo in front of you, and the cold just makes it vanish, pretty much instantaneously.
In all
I can only
realities,
keep it up for a few
you
seconds.
have died through here.
This is
At the very least, your
constant.
your concentration on being able to form an echo is just not sustainable at this depth of cold. So we still have Anwar and we have Rain. Rain, I guess if you did a mass cure wounds, she got that 18 HP. I'll add that back to hers. Okay, so she's at 19 HP.
Oh boy.
Ready to die next round.
Oh no!
This is why
You
I'm
never
Big Audra.
know. She might
This is
not.
why I'm Big Audra.
Anwar is going to move to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 here. One more.
There you go, buddy.
He's gonna like really skillfully run, and he's going to use his vortex warp on the ground right where he's standing, and then he's going to shoot one right over to where Rain is.
Okay.
So she is immediately brought to where Anwar is.
That's
you're
thinking
playing
with portals.
And
That
then,
happens way
so
too
that was only like,
Just so you
That was
know, from
only-
your vantage point, you could have shot one of the portals into the warm space.
oh yeah, I wasn't sure how we were doing with range. If you're allowing that, then I would like to shoot.
You mean like, isn't it anywhere within that radius that?
Yeah, I think that it's unclear, to be honest, if you want to look at the language. But if you're alright with it, I would say 90 feet. Yeah, we've talked about it before. So either way,
Yeah, that seems like it's a radius to me. So yeah, you could be like, all right, pointing over there, pointing over there.
If it's
All
90
right, well,
feet,
with-
I feel like
with
that's
that.
actually like a 90 feet diameter. Because if you're the center and it's 90 feet off of you, that's
well, it would still be radius.
Yeah, that's radius. Diameter is.
oh, that's all the way through. Yeah, my bad.
Yeah.
So
I
well,
think
if
it's
you're,
I think it's a 90-foot radius the way this is written.
Yeah.
if you're
Yeah.
good with that, I'm good. I think it makes sense. But
Yeah.
if that's the case, when Hunter opens up the door, Anwar, before he starts moving, he's going to shoot one to where Rain is, and he's going to shoot one inside the tavern. So
All right,
she's
yeah. And yeah, you send one in, and she also, once she gets it, just and collapses down, and basks in the warmth of this space. So that was everybody. Has everybody gone this turn then?
Anwar is able to make it inside the room with
Okay.
his second hasted action.
And then
Okay.
he closes the door behind him.
And lock.
Alrighty,
Yourself,
Audra and Chimera, let's get some con saves at advantage. Not nearly as bad as the last one.
At
This
least
number
I know.
just kind of keeps going up.
I know, right?
No, it was 40 last time.
Yeah.
It was only 30 this time.
27.
Yeah, you're good.
Alright,
You
I
only
saved
take
it.
15.
Oh, that advantage.
Ooh.
Oh.
Yep. Each of you only take 15 cold damage.
Yep.
Oops. Oops. Oops.
Only
oops.
15.
I put underscore. I put underscore.
Oh no!
Oops.
Somehow,
There you go. I was gonna say, how is Chimera doing so bad? What happened?
I died.
Chimera like matrixed her health somehow.
Audra,
Knocked
did
her into a new
you
dimension.
already reduce your thing by 15?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. Alrighty. So
I'm pretty sure I did.
that is there. How far can you get on your turn? I will say if there's
Irony.
anything Rain on one Hunter could do while they're inside there.
Yeah. No,
They could
Richard,
do it.
It doesn't look like much because for me it's technically only a net loss of 3 since last turn.
Yeah.
because
I got it. Yep,
Yeah.
I understand.
And Sid, you got the healing for yourself too, right? Because you were also included
Yeah.
in that. Okay.
Mhm.
I know you never
Alright.
need it. That's why I'm double checking.
So
It's
that's
just, it just vanished quick.
okay.
that's as far as you two get on this next turn is up to there.
Yeah.
You guys are nearly there. Is there anything anybody can do to get you inside, or do you guys need to take another pummeling of the cold as you're
Ooh.
running through?
Oh wait, never mind. Summoning the echo would take a bonus action, and teleporting is a bonus action, so I cannot do that.
You could manifest the echo in the room where it's not gonna.
Oh yeah, like I could throw her in there, but I'm.
Oh,
I'm
but
still
I guess it
gonna
wouldn't do
take
anything at this
damage
point.
round.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
I'm
So
good to just
given
let's go
that,
for it.
all
I
right.
can
So
vortex warp one of you.
Take Chimera
At the
because I
expense
kind
of
of
the
want to.
at the expense of the spell slot. Yeah, you
I
can.
kind of want to Big Audra Looney Tunes through the door. To be honest with you. So,
What does Chimera want to do?
I mean, I don't care either or. I mean, if we gotta fight something,
maybe just save your slot then.
It's expensive
might
for
want
me.
Yeah, maybe you just save and we
Lot.
short rest.
Save
by the
it.
fire.
All right, another con save, please. Oh.
And I failed it,
Oh.
but I'm not dead.
Yeah, that's.
You're down to 2 HP.
You were really close though in this
Wow.
file.
Really
I
fucking
know.
close. Chimera, you save. You only take 21.
Jesus.
only 21.
Yep.
Well, I can get to the door at least.
Yep. Oh, that is unbelievably painful.
Yep.
As you get through there and finally just like, as each of you are able to get to the other side and able to close the door behind you, you find yourselves in a lovely, comforting tavern with a warm fire. Food is spread out on a table for you. There's a bar over in the back with every spirit you could imagine and not a single person in the room. It feels warm. It feels lovely. You see a stairway that leads towards an upstairs, and then you see that there is a door behind the bar towards somewhere else, and that is currently what you see.
Punter just starts peeling off his like cold weather clothes and throwing it in a pile in front of the fire, and then once he's in like just non-insulated, just like flops over onto the pile of clothes in front of the fire to just like absorb that ambient.
Just to get more of an idea of the space that you can walk around in, let me give you a map here.
Oh shit.
Alright, pretend that pretend that the outside doesn't exist. It's just the interior part that we're looking at.
Sure.
Looking around, you saw that.
Permanence is nil.
You said that there was a table. Is that a table full of food too?
Yep, that's a table full of food.
What was our second?
Is-
Hold on.
Willpower.
Yeah.
This is the
I
fucking
was gonna say,
Pan's
what was our-
Labyrinth
what was our-
thing.
What was our
Sus,
second?
huh?
What was the second trial listed as? In the thing?
Willpower.
Willpower. Okay.
Yes.
So.
All
don't
right,
eat the
so
food.
Hunter's taking stuff off the off and just kind of warming up by the fire. What's everyone else doing?
I would love to do a short rest in here. First of all.
Absolutely.
But
Looking. Yeah, let's start.
Oh,
a short
sorry.
rest.
Let's let me put all your tokens on there so that way you can That's the other reason why I wanted this, because I wanted you guys to
Yeah. And
tally
given
up all your healing up.
yeah, and given the willpower thing, I'm sure Chimera would be the first one to be like, "Don't eat the food, lads."
I'm
And
gonna
lady.
start draining my last pumpkin brandy. Anyone
Is
want
that a
some?
euphemism?
I
No.
don't know if I want you to drink that, to
Too
be
bad.
honest. Because I don't know if it's just the stuff. Okay. Don't know if it's just the stuff in this room or what you brought in. All right.
Your tokens are a little big for this space. Imagine you're a little bit smaller, but yeah.
No, this is just right for Big Audra.
For Big
do
Audra works. Big
Want
Audra
to
is big.
like survey the space just to make sure Dahlia isn't here with us.
Yeah, I was gonna say, look around if anyone's there, or if there's any traces of people being here.
Yeah, and Richard,
Okay.
Richard, as we take our time here and take this short rest, I'm also going to use my what is it called, harness divine power, and convert my other channel divinity into a spell slot, because it would be good to
Okay.
have another one back. So I have another restore a level 2.
Okay. So go ahead and either do however you want to do things. Do you want to detect magic? Do you want to do investigation? What are you doing to try to see if anyone else is?
I'll do an investigation.
I'll do a quick.
Okay. Is your lantern still up, or is that?
I think that was
That
put
one
away
away.
for this part, but he will reveal it again once we're inside the space.
Okay. You take it all around, and I would say that you do not see anything invisible here. looking all around, it seems pristine as if it's never been touched before by anyone ever. Well, I would say that it looks like somebody came in, presented this wonderful meal for you, and this nice fire and everything else, and then just like completely left, like it was an Airbnb or something. Just like, all right, this is yours, goodbye now. And you do not see any other signs of any kind of life, any kind of thing where anybody's come through.
Is there another, like an exit door?
You do not see an exit door. The only two things you see is there's a staircase that leads towards an upstairs area, and then you see kind of, if you like venture in the back, there's a back room area which has a cellar that goes even deeper down.
I think I'm gonna scope out upstairs before I go downstairs.
All right, you scope upstairs and you don't see anything except for a series of what look like extremely warm beds. And when you see this bed, I would
no.
like you to give me a wisdom saving throw, please.
Oh, my wisdom is 0. I don't want to play your silly games. Luck.
Oh, okay.
There we go.
You feel yourself so tempted to just crawl into bed and just be under the warm covers. There's also, I'd say, there's a fire right by, and there's like those heated like pan things that they stick under a bed to keep it warm and everything. It looks so warm. It looks so nice.
But what about our character?
And you feel so tempted to sleep in there, and you have to shift into a reality where you were not so weak, and you did not end up laying down in it.
We're not going upstairs. Everybody's staying downstairs. Thank you. Coming
Got
back
it.
downstairs.
Hey Richard, I've just realized something. This is not me trying to meta, but I forgot with tough, I technically have 2 more HP overall. So I'm gonna update my token. I completely forgot.
Okay, no problem.
And I think I might have it twice over, because do you recall what level we were when we did our like feat switches?
No.
Do you happen to remember? All right, I'm just gonna do it one time then, just for sake of not breaking anything. But
okay, I don't know.
Technically, I have 2 more. It's just something that I literally just remembered. I have tough.
Okay.
So, anyways.
Anyone want some of this whiskey or brandy, or am I drinking?
I have a question.
Yep.
Did I feel like, was it just like a really deep urge to like just want to go curl up and take a nap? Or did I feel as if I was maybe being magically inclined to do so?
I'd say that you felt, unlike anything on the main floor, even the food, the bed you felt magically pulled towards it.
Okay, so that's a little something extra, and the food doesn't have that same like.
Yep.
Come here. Okay, got it. All right. In that case, I'm not gonna be like walking like this with my eyes on the ground. Okay. Yeah, I guess rolling hit dice might be a good idea.
Yeah, so you guys kind of short rest here for a bit and catch up and warm up a bit. This is the first time you've felt true warmth since you started entering into the mountains.
I'm gonna go 4.
Given that Artem doesn't have the full context of what's going on, I imagine if he did, he'd probably be on Chimera's side, being like, "Yeah, I'm not touching that right now." I'm guessing that's how Artem would play it if he had the full context.
I'm using half. She was at 19, so I'm adding 30. So that, I think that puts
26.
her real close. 19
Okay.
plus 30 is 49 out of 54. She's going to roll 1 more.
Okay.
Wait, what the fuck?
And she's back at top. So she's back at full 54.
I've basically blown all my stuff without using any magic right now, FYI. I'm at...
Oh, was that 5d6 me?
No. What?
No.
Did you roll it?
Nice. I thought I did. But it.
Oh,
What the fuck?
oh, the
You rolled
D6
a
was on
D8
War.
plus 0.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
it says
meant
that.
to roll like.
The
8 of
D6
them.
that's a 5 on here, that was on.
Yeah, you
All
only
right, I'm
rolled
trying
one
to-
D8, Andrew.
Yeah, I hit short rest and then did a bunch of them. The fuck? Okay, roll it then.
That's plus con, right?
Yes,
Yep.
on every one of
Each
them.
hit dice
Oh
you.
shit! Yeah. So that is plus 35 on top of that. I think I'm totally healed.
Nice. There you go, Hunter.
Right. Now, if anyone wants to repay some of that love to the healer, I'll take it.
What does that
Not too
mean?
far.
It means
I don't
I'm
know what
at,
that means.
means I'm at half, and I don't have any other ways to heal myself without starting to use up magic, which we kind of want to save for the fight, since I don't have a whole lot of it right now.
Don't we?
You
Didn't
don't
we
have
all
any
get a
hit
healing
dice?
potion?
I used, they're gone. I'm out.
You have the healing potion from the.
Yeah, I drank it. I got whatever I
You
got from
drank that too?
that. Yeah, 2d4 plus 2 is what I got from
Audra.
it. That's all the healing potion does. It doesn't do much.
I'll give you my other healing potion because I still have a superior.
All right.
How much is Rain at now? She's higher than
I'll
19
appreciate
now.
that.
She's back at full health. I used 6 hit dice.
Okay. Okay. Then I will
still
update her
All
thing
right, nine
as.
more for me.
I will also
Alright.
use one of my spell slots on you.
I appreciate it. Because I want to, thank you. I just want to make good use of heals in this fight coming up, you know?
Max heal through the power of science.
Wait.
What makes you think there's a fight up ahead?
The combat
Even
and
you
the
would
Point,
die.
to prophecy.
Yeah, yeah. That I'm not being meta about it, Richard. You told us.
No. Yep, I
Audrey-
did.
You said that you rolled your hit dice for short rest?
Yeah, I only had 6 of them.
Did you add con each
Did
time?
you add your con though?
Yeah. It's on the end. It's on the end of that. I added
Oh.
12 to it.
I
What's
do
your
have
con?
an
Plus
extra.
2.
Hey.
Because that's my con.
Con!
There it is.
I do have an extra potion of healing, which I'll give to you
I would
if you want to.
Yeah.
If you want to save.
Yeah, I would like that.
So Rain and Hunter split a bottle of brandy, and then Hunter passes out in front of the fire.
Did that roll?
What are you
No,
talking?
you're
I
going
thought
to
Rain
get
was
up.
not gonna be doing the thing.
Or you could use it right now. I was saying if you want to save it for later.
No. I'm gonna use it now. That way I have.
Oh,
my,
she's cold. She'd drink.
I-
Okay,
yeah.
I just don't know if he understood the whole context, if he'd do it or not.
If Rain would have a drink right now, I doubt it.
Right, because like Kamir was like, "Ooh,
Mhm.
there's like he doesn't know that part of it is willpower in here." Like I don't,
I do not. Believe
I wouldn't say that Rain does that unless he really knows what he's getting into.
I would really not expect Rain to take a drink.
Like
No,
I don't
I-
even feel comfortable taking naps. in
I
here.
before E, except
Especially
when it's weird,
given-
right?
Huh?
I before
Except for a
E,
neighbor
when
and
it's
way,
weird.
and you're always wrong, no matter what you say.
Anyway,
That's a comedian. I don't remember his name.
Audra will take Kamira's and say "Good, thank you," and then take Onwards and say "Good, thank you." Smash them both down and just. I will.
So Audra is drinking.
No. Those are the.
Oh, the
potions
potions. The
she was
potions. Got it.
given,
Okay.
yeah. And so
Got it.
now I'm feeling comfortable now, and I have. I mean, It's the thing is, I don't have much magic left. I want to make sure that I am tanked up and that I can make sure I'm taking care of everybody else. You know, because I don't have much I can give to people. I'm also no longer big, but we can worry about that later.
Once everybody's healed up, I think I'm gonna go check out that cellar.
Okay. You open up that cellar and cold again. Not as cold as where you were before, but back to like around the level of where the temple was, maybe. Just like,
Sure.
oh, it's that cold again. And you shiver up, and I need you to make, in this case, it would be a charisma saving throw.
We're doing great in here, lads. Everything's fine.
You're like,
Luck.
okay.
Last one.
Oh, okay. You could feel an instant where you're like, nope, I don't have it in me. No, I'm not going in. I'm staying here. Fuck this. I'm not going back in the cold. Nope, 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 nope. But you do have a deep level of resolve within you, and you are able to shift into a timeline where you are even hardier and stronger, and you're able to say, yes, I can push through. I can go back into the cold.
Are we ready to go?
Well, we still have
I
one
think
more
s-
trial.
I think so.
I would very much like to get out of here sooner than later. Unfortunately, it is fucking cold again. Just so everybody is weary and is willing to, like, brave it a little bit. Just be aware.
War's gonna like cast that produce flame in his hands again, and he's gonna walk after you.
You walk after her and go over towards the little cellar, and as you feel that cold again, that just little waft of cold, I need you to make a charisma saving throw.
Charisma.
At advantage?
Nope. Why
Do you have your-
why would you have advantage?
Do you have your charisma weather gear?
He was ready.
Because I want it.
Nope. It's just
I
regular
think,
old charisma.
I think that's enough.
You know what? I think I'm gonna stay here. Actually, I think it's
You're
important for our
not going
journey
to stay here.
Just hang out by the fire with me. It's all good.
I think there were beds upstairs calling my name, like literally calling my name. So
Can I? Oh, don't make me grapple you. Don't make me pull you.
I was
through
gonna say
this,
let's
please.
put Anwar where he actually is now.
what happens when I fail?
You are completely set on no, I'm not going back out there. No,
Oh, cool,
fuck
I
it.
called
It's
it.
nice
Okay,
in here. Like, nope, I'm not going down there. No way.
Here's the thing you need to consider, though, is I don't want to go down there. So how can we make that work with the prophecy? Maybe I can shoot stuff from way up here, just like pew pew. You know, that helps.
Magic missile
That's
into
good.
the darkness.
Yeah. That works all the time.
I will throw your ass down these stairs if you do not start walking.
I guess I need to make a charisma save too.
I
Can
don't want to
You
threaten,
haven't failed the little
but I
gust
would
of cold,
like
so you haven't done that at this point.
Okay, Hunter's
very
slowly
much for you
schlepping
to
back
do
his
this
cold weather
willingly.
gear.
The thing
Could
is
I
that
roll it?
we just got so many stone tablets of knowledge, and like they're not going to archive themselves, obviously. So like someone's going to have to go through that. It's going to take some time. So Lucky Lou, you want to read some books to me real
What
quick?
if
And-
How can I
crazy idea-
assist?
Shut up! No.
I'd like to
Like,
roll an
Smacking
insight.
at him.
I'd like to roll an insight to see if I can tell that our good friend Anwar has been otherwise inclined to not.
Go ahead, roll insight. Assuming that Hunter's like hearing the commotion and goes in the back area.
Jokes
Oh,
aside, I would very
You can only
much
roll
like it
insight if you actually are seeing what's going on back there.
you're
But,
right.
do
but
I
if
not
you hear the
make me
commotion,
do
you
this
can go
alone.
back in there to roll insight if you'd like.
Honestly, I think hearing Kamira say we've got to move, Hunter's like reluctantly throwing his shit on, so I don't know if I
Mhm.
could make that check yet.
Oh, okay. All right. So that's what he's doing right now. What's everybody else doing?
Until summoned for anything, Audrey's is at a table like.
Sorry, Sid said something earlier.
What did you say, Sid?
Just she says to Anwar, all jokes aside, I understand you're comfortable, but I am desperately asking that you don't make me do this alone. Please.
Can I roll again, or
You're currently under a magical effect. You do not want to go down there. You were like dead set on I'm not going down there.
What if we just stay here?
It's like as if you're in under a charm or something. Like this is in your head. You're not going down there. Like nope.
Okay, how about this? We stay here the night. We sleep on it. We sleep on it again, and then maybe we start thinking about going down there. But like, let's not get ahead of
What
ourselves.
if I have Audra pack you down there?
Please don't do that. I don't want to go down there.
Call for me. 'cause
Audra, come on!
I don't remember how long-
Anwar, I
It's taking
will.
far too long to get over here, please.
Anwar, I will allow you to make a wisdom saving
It's not gonna be
for
much better.
something slightly different. But go ahead and make a wisdom
Going to
saving
throw
throw.
you over her shoulder in that god awful fireman carry that she loves so much,
Okay.
and it's going to
Audra,
hurt your
Audra,
ribs like it always does.
Wait.
Wait a second.
I told you I
Anwar,
never
never-
liked your book
never-
club.
Never mind. Everything's the same, Anwar. Let's carry on.
Carry on. Yeah, that's me.
I think Hunter and Audra both arrive in the room, like getting their shit together.
Yeah. Since I'm being summoned around the corner, just
Are you
I'll
staying big? Well, you're only
No.
big for like a minute,
Yeah,
right?
no, I'm not big anymore, but
Oh, okay,
you-
alright.
Yeah, I said that before, but I didn't.
Okay, sorry.
There was no like
Got it.
big
got it,
need to
okay.
change it, so it's all good.
Got it,
Big
okay.
need.
Um,
Anyways, yeah, Audra
and
comes
I
around
am
the
making my
corner.
way down those stairs already.
After hearing her
Okay.
name being called out, she comes around the corner. Just what? Oh, I understand. Is this magic or something? And she'll just hoist Anwar up.
You hoist Anwar up at the minute that you get close and feel that draft of cold air come at you. I need you to make a charisma saving throw.
Oh, this would be amazing. I immediately put Anwar down. He raises some good points.
I do that usually.
Oh, it's a flat roll for me, so I immediately put
Yo,
Anwar
you feel
down.
that go, you're like, "Whew, nope,
I
nope,
start-
nope.
I get Anwar like halfway up, and I'm like, no, you know what? You raise a good point, Anwar.
See, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. We should
I'm-
stay here.
I'm sorry for
You know-
hoisting you there. That was unnecessary. I don't know what she called me over for.
All right. It's all right. Let's just all.
I mean, I like
You know,
to lift
let's-
things, but you're a person, not a thing.
Hell's
Right.
going on with y'all?
What's going on with
We're
you?
just.
I pull out my gun.
whoa.
You're gonna fucking come with me!
All right, all right.
Wait.
That's one way
Let's
to break a
cool it.
charm. Hold him at gunpoint.
So Audra has tried to pick up Anwar, but then let him down. And then Hunter,
Just
I
like
guess
she's
you're.
letting me
I was
down.
gonna say,
You're in
and
the room.
I let Anwar down literally and let Kamira down metaphorically. Oh, it's so good.
We'll just say that Rain is trailing behind Hunter.
Oh, dang it. All right. I'll approach the door and just make sure I pass the charisma save, I guess. Oh, well, okay. First, I'm gonna ask Kamira, what the hell's up with these two?
I don't know. I can assume it's the room, but I don't. Sorry, I have that guy screaming in my ear. But I don't.
This
I
looks
don't
so
know.
Fun. I would so do this. Anyways.
If can I tell like that it's a magic-y thing, or like the thing with Anwar is when he goes fucking crazy, he still seems very logical and it makes total fucking
yeah.
sense.
Kamira, roll
Aberrant.
roll a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, gee. Are we going to get soft locked here?
we want to be as rested and ready as possible before we go on. I'm
No,
just
I
saying
want to
we should
go.
Take more time.
Fuck.
Do you come back up the stairs?
No. Everything's the same. You have like the personality to push forward even when you really don't want to. I would say you feel so strongly that you don't want to fucking go down in there. You feel this magical pull that you don't want to go down in there. But you push on anyway because you have this resolve deep within you to get through this, and you are able to go down. And you do feel that there is an effect, like you can feel a strong effect that you're so being pulled to just stay here where it's nice and cozy. And why would you ever need to leave? You have food
you-
here.
can
have
you
food.
hit
You
them?
have
I
drink.
can't- I can't go back up there. Can like just smack Audra on the back or the back of the head or something. Just see if that works. I'm gonna go a little further down because I don't want the draw of the room to fuck me up.
I would say at this point you have passed the test, and you can go back and forth either way. Like you feel the resolve
Okay.
within you that you can do this.
It's that I already went outside to warm up my car. It's not that bad.
Yeah. That is understand. Either way, just on a flavor level, it would be extremely painful for you to come back up into the warmth and then go back down in the cold again.
Right.
But if you need to do it, you need to do it. Hunter, seeing all this commotion go on, what do you do?
Light the room on fire.
I don't know if that would help.
No, stay up here where it's warm. It's cool.
Okay, what I'm gonna do. The door is over where Chimera is.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like standing in it right now.
Does Rain have anything? I feel like Rain would be able to pick up what's going on a bit, and she would give any kind of boost that she can, even if it's silvery barbs. Like,
Yeah.
if there's anything that she could do to help Hunter here, she would do it.
I was gonna say, Anwar and Audra probably wouldn't pick up because they're a part of it. But Rain would definitely pick up. Like, this is part of the test. This is part of the charm. So she can cast Bless on people. She can use Intellect Fortress on people to get advantage on things. It's expensive, but she could do it on basically everybody.
Is there
Excuse me.
anything low cost that pushes people?
You have it. It's suggestion.
Yeah.
You also have
Hunter, this is gonna come up. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw based off the drinking that you did earlier.
Oh, okay. Okay, there we go. Con save for drinking.
Oh, Hunter.
Am I close
Oh,
enough to him,
Lord.
given how far down the stairs I am?
Yeah, you're within 30 feet.
Fucking re-roll it.
Yes, ma'am. All right, mommy.
Re-roll it right now.
Yes, mommy. I'm sorry, mommy. I didn't mean to disappoint you, mommy. Oh no.
Um,
I'm just trying to
I'm
find
not
an ice
accepting
spear,
you as-
and my
as a-
children
as
won't
a-
come
as a-
downstairs.
As a, like, I don't know if I'm a god, what would you be? You're
An
no
acolyte?
kid of mine.
I'm
might-
so
there might be enough
sorry,
time.
Andrew. I'm so sorry, Andrew, but I had these parameters before all this shook out the way that it shook out.
Uh-huh.
When and if you do your charisma saving throw, because you were buzzed and feeling all the warmth and stuff, you're gonna do so at disadvantage.
All right.
Oh, he's gotta go again.
Well, first, what I'm gonna do before I jump in there.
Actually, you know what? I will reverse that decision and say you would be at disadvantage with a wisdom save, which is basically to be able to tell if you're under magic or not, and like feel the full effect of the magic. However, as this is a charisma save and more like a personality to push forward, I would say that alcohol can kind of help you withstand cold, and it can also heighten your personality
Am I more
as it
stubborn
lowers
than
your
ever?
inhibitions.
All right.
And so I would say it does not give you disadvantage because maybe there's a little bit of like dumb stubbornness that comes with a little bit of drunkenness that it kind of evens out, even though you're also
It's
a
the
little
hillbilly gene.
inebriated. Yeah,
Oh,
it
yeah.
kind of cancels out. I'm not going to give you advantage for being drunk, but I'm going
I
to
get
cancel it
that.
out.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Okay. Who is closest to the opening where Chimera has walked through that is apparently charisma cursed?
I'm trying to keep everybody in the squares they should be in, so Anwar.
Anwar? Okay.
Yeah, so at this point, if there's like PvP stuff going on, that's why I have this map, because what square you're in matters.
I'm going to approach next to kind of like over Anwar's shoulder and say,
Well, you got to get through Audra. There's not really space for you to get to Anwar there.
"Oh, right. Pardon me.
If Audra, you want to stay here, so if you want to move
she's
back,
just like By all means, Hunter.
All right. So
Oh.
so yeah, if you want to scooch over here, then
You'd probably, honestly, it would probably really it would weirdly throw you off because you'd try to go by and she would actually give a look like, yeah, it's cool. And you'd be like,
it's like,
that's not a look
I wouldn't
you
say that.
expect
I
from
wouldn't
me."
say that she's high or anything. It's more like,
Yeah.
ugh, yeah, I don't want to go down in there. Fuck, that has weight. I'm not going back in the kind of thing.
By
It's
all
like a
means,
deep
Hunter.
fear of what's next.
Hunter, please. By all means.
All right.
I'm going further down the stairs all by myself.
I'm
Okay,
gonna
have
come back.
fun.
Alone.
Have fun.
I'm going to cast command at Audra.
Okay.
All right.
I'm gonna pull Audra in and say, "You and me, we are taking Anwar down that damn tunnel. It's you and me. Let's do this."
All right. You cast command.
I guess like DM question.
That's what
can I
kind of
just-
saving throw from?
Can I just choose to fail this, or because I'm charmed, do I like should I roll it? You know.
No, you do not want to go down there. You are
Right.
fighting this, so
I'm
roll
fighting
as you
it.
normally.
Okay.
I'm
What
gonna
is it?
spend that spell. It is.
Oh, so you're using suggestion.
Oh, I'm sorry. Suggestion. Yes. What did
Okay.
I-
Okay, yeah. So I would say
With
it's some kind of
saving
like
throw.
contested
Wisdom.
wisdom save to like overwrite the wisdom save of that.
Yeah. It's
Well,
a- it's a
technically it's
DC.
a charisma to get through there. Oh man,
You
you're
pass. So you just stone-eyed. Just
No.
Silvery barbs.
Oh, now's the silvery barb. So you're doing this at disadvantage, and then you can give advantage to Rain would probably give it to Hunter.
So what's the deal? Am I rolling it one more time? What am I doing mechanically?
Mhm.
Yep, you're rolling it one more
You're
time.
rolling it one more time.
Okay.
Oh.
Damn.
Still. Okay. Closer
But-
to no cigar.
But Hunter does have advantage now.
I do have
Audra
steel
is just
resolve.
not even like unblinkingly staring at you. Just Hunter. I'm not going down there. I'm not going down there.
Okay. I'm gonna turn to Anwar. Are you like standing like right in front of the opening, or are you like where?
Yeah,
where are
where
you?
would you be going at this point, Anwar? Because like, Kamira's
He
going
is-
down.
Latched onto the wall. He doesn't want to go in. He's not standing
Okay.
within Sparta kick distance.
Okay, that's kind of what I'm asking.
Well, that was specific, you brat.
Like Anwar has giant gauntlets of strength, and he is
Mhm.
currently using them to hold onto the wall.
Your fingers are like in the stone.
Yeah, like
Can
his
I
hands
throw-
clamp down, and they're like.
I got something. Okay.
I guess I could throw my echo up there.
Hunter walks over to the gap in the wall and looks down to where Kamira is.
Oh, if you're getting that close, I'm gonna need the charisma save from you, please.
Oh boy.
At advantage?
Oh, he's good.
You don't
Nope, he's
need
good.
it, Boo.
Yeah, you have that resolve to do the hard things when needed, and you feel like you can go down there despite how painfully cold it's gonna be.
And more so, he uses that. He turns to Anwar, tears welling up in his eyes, freezing at the corners. Looks Anwar dead in the face. Anwar, I'm scared, man. Hug me, please. I'm scared. Hold me.
Give a deception or persuasion.
It's going to be a deception, which I believe I get advantage on.
You do right now.
Oh, yeah, from your rune.
Oh!
My boy, Anwar. We've known each other how long? We're like this, baby. We're a pack of Twizzlers entwined. Give me that love.
Anwar, you're a smart guy, but there is something about this magic that's holding back a deep knowledge that you do need to go forward. But this look in Hunter's eyes is able to pierce through this magic, and for a second, you are connecting with your friend who needs a hug.
Hug me, brother!
I embrace Anwar and turn and then aim the grapple gun down the hallway and hurl us to where Chimera is.
You tricked me!
Love you!
Yeah, I'm not even gonna ask for a grapple thing there because I think you got him in that moment with that nat 20. Yep, you got him to hold on to you, take you straight down, and Anwar, once you feel just like it just I'm gonna need if you guys are down there, I'm gonna need a con save from all three of you real quick. With advantage because you're clothing.
Right. Thank you. You bastard!
Wow.
Oh man.
No, it's cool.
Okay,
I don't think I should
Hunter,
roll one 'cause I'm
you,
running right back out to get Audra, really. So like, I shouldn't even really roll.
Oh, 6 cold damage, Hunter, as you go down. But
Land right on your keys.
Chimera, you're withstanding it. Anwar, you get down there, and once you get down there, you're like, okay. And after like you're held there for a few seconds, you're like, okay, I think I can. And you realize that you're not actually taking cold damage. You're like, okay, I can handle this. Hunter, on the other hand, with all the scuffle and everything else, part of your cold, like your hood falls down and other stuff, like you're taking a good amount of cold damage as you're back down in the cold, so you take that full 6 cold damage as it hits you. So we got 3 of you down there. Rain hasn't done a charisma check yet, and Audra's like, nope, I'm not fucking going down there.
Rain, this is your opportunity to just like smack Audra real good across the face to see if that helps break a spell.
I will say this. Chimera and Hunter, you have passed the test. You've done the charisma save. You can go back up there without fear of not being able to get back down. Anwar has not done that. Anwar, you fear that if you go back up there, you might never return.
I will say I have a work for, of course, Tony walks away at this point. I have a way to get Audra down there.
Are you
Okay.
gonna warp him?
No, that's too expensive. I've got another way.
Oh, thank God. You wanna roll?
Hold
for-
on, may I? Audra.
Yes.
Okay. Rain's going to approach you, and she's going to say, listen, it is my belief that there's some sort of charm at work here, and we need to do our best to overcome it to get down there to our next trial. I believe it is a trap of this place. But I think I have found a way to get us all down there safely, if you'll trust me.
I do trust you. I don't necessarily want to go down there. In fact, I really
I understand.
don't.
But I'd like to help you alleviate this curse we're under right now. If you would close your eyes and relax your body, I can help you.
She'll, you sit down, like, with her back to the fireplace here, like, on, like, the little, like, stone stoop. What is it you want to do? As she's, like, closing her eyes.
Please trust me when I say it's better off if you don't know. Just try to relax your body as much as you can.
I'm waiting.
Rain is going to tap her staff, and she is going to cast Levitate on Audra. And she is just going to kind of move her through the air so she can't reach anything. And she's just going to deposit her down the stairs.
It's definitely like there's definitely a moment like at some point where like maybe the gravity gets like slightly off and she's like doing the swimmy thing like as she goes down.
Alrighty, this is alright, this is all good. Audra, as you get down there though, you need to make a con save with advantage, please.
Okay. Yeah. Well, one of those. Sucks, but I got
15 is just
15.
barely enough
Yeah,
that
that's-
you do not take.
That is not what those dice said on my screen. I thought they were better than that, but I'll take it.
In any case, it's just barely enough. You don't take the cold damage down here as you get kind of levitated down. You feel the cold come in, but luckily you're well bundled up and you don't take it. So all of you are down in the hatch with the exception of Rain, who is kind of hip to the idea of what's going on at this point, but she herself needs to find a way in or potentially face the trial and just try to do it the old-fashioned way and roll well and have the willpower to move forward.
I think she will use, because she learned this. She is well aware of charms and mental things like that. She is going to use Intellect Fortress to give herself advantage on saves.
Okay.
And once she is like, she is going to walk towards the opening.
Okay. Is anybody else at the ready for anything? Because you can kind of like see up at the top of like these steps that go down. Is anybody preparing anything for when she gets there?
I'll put Echo up there.
Hunter has
So I
a
can
blanket he's
swap if I
offering.
need to.
Hunter's doing what?
He's holding the blanket up like, come on, I got you! To like
Okay.
wrap him in the second they get down there.
And Echo is like right behind her essentially, just
Push.
like to
Yeah,
run
like it's-
run interference.
Yeah, if she changes her mind, I can swap places with the Echo and grapple and carry. Perfect.
You know what?
Oh! Thanks to her intellect fortress, she's just barely able to be like, no, I got this, I've got this. And then she walks down the steps.
So how'd you get down here, Audra? Oh, Rain helped me down. Where's Rain?
Right here.
Everyone else.
All right, you walk on down, and you get to a hall, and eventually in this hallway, oh, Ray's got to do the con save at advantage too.
Richard, I'll say the only thing I can kind of prep is just because it's the only thing I can hold for now, and expecting combat next, I'll do it.
Nice.
I'm gonna ready
Nice,
my ensnaring strike.
Okay, so it really seems like it was just Hunter who like had his hood knocked off in a big gust of cold energy in the face. Everybody else seems like they were fine with the cold.
I'm sorry for the threats of bodily harm I yelled when I was coming down the stairs. I love you all very much. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, I'm not thrilled about being down here still, but we have to finish the trial.
This sucks, let's keep going!
as you kind of go down a narrow passage, eventually about 20 feet in, you get to a pristine, kind of crystallized blue door that looks absolutely gorgeous, but also kind of looks like a boss door. If you've ever played video games, there's like a nice looking boss door kind of thing. That's kind of what this looks like at this point.
Yeah. Yeah, Richard, knowing we're going into combat, I would ready my ensnaring strike before we go through.
Okay.
It's kind of the only thing I can at this stage.
We're
I
about
can
at
pull off.
10:30, so I'm about to give you a little cliffhanger here, but if there's any prep you want to say that you do,
Yeah.
go ahead and do that.
Echo.
Let's go.
Sense a boss incoming?
Well, the last trial was mentioning combat, and now you've got like a nice big blue crystal kind of door.
I'm going to draw my beer,
Mhm.
and then as I twist it, it's going to grow into a long bow. And I'm gonna. That's yeah. So
Alright.
canonizing that transformation.
Cool.
Alright.
Anything else anybody does before going in here?
This better be a good cliffhanger. We're about to take 2 weeks off.
Yep.
Oh no!
2 weeks off before we can do the final battle. Yep. But it's gonna be a heck of a good time for me to prep that final battle even further than I already did. Hearing nothing else, I will allow people to retcon if there's anything they want to prep that they think of throughout the next weeks. But you enter inside to see a grand throne room filled with ice all around, amazing sculpture throughout, and in the center, I would say, like, it's massively, as it looks up, it's about like 60 feet tall. It's like a grand cathedral kind of space.
Okay.
And as you look through, there's like pillars that line these halls. It looks like just this ancient, magnificent place. At the far end, there is a giant throne, and sitting upon it is what appears to be an angelic woman with elven features, elven ears, kind of gray, icy skin, long, bluish white hair. You get a sense that she is divine in some nature. And that is where we will end tonight.
For 2 weeks?
3 technically. We're off 2 weeks, and then in 3 weeks we'll do the main boss.
So we're back on the 10th, right? I think that's the way it shakes out.
Yep, and Artem can now be there for it, so Rain will actually be able to.
Yay.
Thought I did a pretty good raid impression, but that's
Yeah,
just
that
You
was
did,
a
yeah,
solid.
you did a good one.
Well, yeah, we'll see what Ice Lady's up to in 2 weeks. For now, I'm gonna send us to that end screen. These were good trials,
Aw.
Richard. They were certainly
Thanks.
they were certainly trying.
Mhm.
All right.
Yep.
See everybody in a couple weeks. Bye, stream.
Bye.
Yeah, stream.